Marcus Giles. Pujols drills it into deep left field. Cardinals lead it by the score of 1-0. Pujols, his third home run in the last 2 games. He crushed it.
You know, his first home run of his big league career and his last home run, the 115th of his career, have all come right here at this ballpark, the Bob.
Now, why couldn't he have done that at the end of last season to get number 115?
Yeah, that was
Kurt Schilling were the co-MVPs. And Sanders hits this one high in the air. Gonzalez going back near the wall. He's up on the wall, and that ball is gone, and the game is tied. Reggie Sanders goes deep. First Cardinal home run for Reggie Sanders.
Well, back in that 2003 season, he had 33 home runs and 90 RBIs as a member of the World Champions, and the 250th career home run of his career.
Reese has had to move from second to short. Little chopper. This will be a tough play. It's up the middle. Womack is going to beat it out. Cardinals regain the lead. An RBI for Tony Womack. A 2-out hit. And he's 2 for 2. Would hook up, and he tossed a 1-hitter. Jose Jimenez, what a story that was. As Langford skies this one into deep center. Finley on the move near the wall, and it's gone. Home run for Ray Langford. Welcome back, Ray. Solo shot. It is hard to hit one to center field and hit it out of this ballpark, but he did it.
Well, that tells you something about Ray and the health of his knees and his strength, because center field, you have to clear that yellow stripe out there in center field at 400 plus, and then work on him.
Roland hits this one deep the opposite field. Bautista back. That ball is gone over the swimming pool out there. You never thought you'd hear that, did you? Over the swimming pool during a baseball game. But Scott Rolen, the 4th home run for the Cardinals, his 2nd of the season. Bud is trying to make it back. And Jose Jimenez is with Cleveland now. He's a closer. As Sanders hits this one deep into left field. That ball is gone. A home run for Reggie Sanders. His 2nd of the night. 2nd as a Cardinal. Number 251 of his career. Wow, was that crushed? 3 RBIs now.
And 3 home runs in this inning. 5.
Florida wins over Philadelphia 4-3. Cincinnati over Pittsburgh 5-1. And Roland adds to his RBI total. 2-run score. 10-3 St. Louis. Scott Rolen is 3 for 3. Four RB team. The Cardinals with 16 hits. Edmonds drills this one right center field. Finley on the move. He won't get it. One hopper off the wall. Look at the runners. Langford, Pujols, boom, boom. They're going to score.
That's how you take care of you intentionally pass him. And Albert did everything but pass away.
Oh, man.
Everybody laughing on that one, but Jim Edmonds picks up 2 RBIs, and because it kind of stretches you out.
Finley into center. This should do it. Edmonds to his right. The Cardinals take game 1, 13-6. 17 hits on the night. Chris Carpenter, welcome back. He picks up the win. Reggie Sanders, 2 home runs tonight. We'll be back at it again tomorrow night at 8:30. Our final score, 13-6. Time now for the Midwest Sports Report. We send it to the studio.
Has beaten the Cardinals one time. Interleague play with Detroit.
Up the middle. Finley won't get there. Late jump. And the Cardinals have tied it up. A false step may have cost Steve Finley out there in center. I think it probably would have dropped anyway, but certainly it didn't help. And Sanders picks up the RBI.
His 5th RBI, and I was really 2 outs. Renteria has no place to go, but
his first time up. Langford goes the opposite field. Well hit. Gonzalez back near the wall. It is gone. Home run for Langford. His 2nd in as many games. His 2nd in this series. 2-1 Cards.
Opposite field, and with Ray in his new batting stroke, something that he has kind of made adjustments as he's gotten a little older and coming back. Has said that he will hit more balls and hit balls harder.
Rolling into deep left field. That's trouble. Gonzalez back, looking up. Goodbye. Home run again for Scott Rowland. What a start for his season here in the first week. Two-run shot for Scott Rowland.
Third home run, 10 RBIs. 2 more home runs tonight. Cardinals playing their 6th ball game and already have homered 14 times.
They had 13 rookies make an appearance at some time or another last season.
And Rowland jumps on the pitch, well hit, deep left field, has a shot, it's gone, his second home run. A 3-run shot this time for Scott Rowland. A pair of 4 RBI games, this one 5 RBIs. What a start for the Cardinal third baseman.
Already 13 RBIs on the year, 4 home runs. Scotty Rowland, 2 of them here.
5, the Giants a couple years ago. Sanders drills this one opposite field. Is this one enough? Off the wall. Reggie, a long single. 10-2 St. Louis. Oh, and this lineup is clicking. They are smashing the baseball.
There's only one way you want to finish it.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Sexton. Hot shot. McKay. Renteria. First base. Yes! Cardinals win it. Complete game for Matt Morris. 10-2 the final. Morris is 1-1 on the season. Cardinals 13 hits. They win it 10-2. For Bud Sports crew and Al Rabosky, I'm Dan McLaughlin. Our coverage doesn't stop now. Stay with us. It's the Midwest Sports Report. We send it to the studio. Wednesday as Wade Miller shut down the Cardinals. Womack jumps on this into deep right field. That's trouble. That ball is gone. A home run for Tony Womack. His first of the season, first as a Cardinal.
That's how you get back that lead. And look at Walt Jockey and Bruce Mano. They love that one. You don't want to get a guy like him accustomed to home runs.
Sanders, did they go back to back? Left center. That ball is gone. Home run for Reggie. Back to back. And it's 2-1 St. Louis.
Watching batting practice today, Red Shandy said the ball is flying. And he was questioning what was going on. But we've already hit some warm weather here in St. Louis, and back-to-back shots. Reggie's third already and 9th RBI. Leader in RBIs at the plate.
Rowland up the middle. That's a base hit. Pujols being way tall. He will score. RBI for Scott Rowland, number 17. What a start for Scotty. 17 RBIs.
5 home runs.
Scoring position. And the 1-1 pitch. Rowland gets underneath this one into left center. Backing up, Holiday to the wall. Can't handle it. Womack scores. Pujols scores. Rowland is hustling all the way into third.
That ball just kept on carrying on young Matt Holiday. They have not ruled it yet, and it could be ruled either.
Got a candidate for the Hungo, Al. 3-1 pitch. Pounded into deep right field. That'll break out of that little slump. Home run for Marlon Anderson. No doubt about that home run off the bat of Marlon Anderson.
That's how you break an 0 for 10, and his second home run of the year. Hit one as a pinch hitter, and now
a ball and a strike on Sanders. High in the air to deep left field. Has a chance. Holiday back. It is gone. Home run for Reggie Sanders. 3-run home run. Another multi-home run game for Reggie. 11-3 St. Louis. The folks are having some fun tonight.
24th multi-home run game for Reggie. Second.
Got rolling, exchange some words.
Well,
at third base.
I mean, if you tried to do something like that to the Rockies now.
Up the middle, that's a base hit. Morris helping himself. An RBI base hit for Matt Morris, his second hit tonight.
Jerk Wendell tried to charge a line drive, almost ate it.
Little liner into right. This should do it. Cardinals win it. They take game one of this three-game set. Our final 13-5. Matt Morris is now 2-1 on the season. For Al, I'm Dan. Midwest Sports Report is coming up on Fox Sports Net.
He drives this ball a long way to left center. Biggio watches it go. Home run. Very impressive swing of the bat by Reggie Sanders. Ties this game, number 5 of the year for Sanders, giving him 14 runs batted in. That was a no-doubter to the left of the Conoco pump. And the Redbirds,
first home run that Wade's given up this year.
Yeah, in his 16th inning. Number 5 for Sanders, number 28 for the Cardinals. Strike call. Kent caught looking for out number 2. Freezes there for a moment at home plate on the Gary Cedarstrom call, and 27 of those in the first inning. Hard hit to right field. Sanders backing on it at the wall. He snags it, slams into the padding, and holds on. Fine catch by Sanders. And in the 5th inning, 74 pitches thrown by Miller. Pujols gets underneath it. It's a fair ball.
Tried to get it by him up and in and couldn't do it.
And Pujols rips a line drive 2-run homer to give the Cardinals a 3-1 lead.
Had him set up for it pretty well with that slider. At least he thought he did.
He rips a 1-2 pitch for home run number 6 of the season, giving him 15 runs batted in, and the Cardinals lead it. Like Hart, he started the year AAA. Vizcaino knocks it down. The Cardinals score to make it 4-1. It's going to be a hit for Hart, it appears, and a 4-1 lead for the Redbirds. Ball hit sharply. We'll see what the ruling is.
Gallo wants to do.
Jams him, a little roller. Tough play here. No play. And it's 5-1 St. Louis on a check swing.
Had the effect.
Up the middle, and tough play here. Womack makes the play, stepping on second. Difficult play to the backhand side, but Tony Womack was there to turn it into a force play on Vizcaino and end the ball game with a Cardinal victory. Albert Pujols' 2-run homer in the 6th snapped a 1-1 tie. The Cardinals went on to a 2-run 7th as well, and they held off the Astros. Final score: Cardinals 5, Astros 3. Back with more from the ballpark in just a moment. First, we go to the studio for the Southwest Sports Report.
Signed by this ball club to try to clear their differences, and you know, it takes a man to be able to go in and talk about things that are happening in your life.
Fly ball twisting deep to left field, headed for the corner, and that ball's out of here into the Crawford boxes, and a home run for Ray Lankford. And the Cardinals just keep hitting home runs. They hit him in bunches. Lankford hits his 3rd of the season. So Tony La Russa liking his number 2 hitter more and more, having him back every day. And just like that, it is 1-0 St. Louis. A couple of years with Larry Boa and the Phillies. Now he is right at home in St. Louis. And there's a deep drive to left field. Way back. Berkman turning, looking up. And she's gone. Another home run for Scott Rowland, number 8 for him. A 2-run shot. And it is 3-0 St. Louis. Jimmy Williams knows the feeling looking at this ballpark, as intimate as it is.
And he's not able to change speeds enough when the better hitters come to the plate.
Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Here comes Sanders, rounding third. They're going to bring him in. Biggio's throw to the plate will be cut off. Another run in to make it 4-0 St. Louis. So the pitcher, Matt Morris, picks up his 4th RBI of the year. Jimmy Williams not sure what to do with Redding, who's really been the victim of bad run support. He's doubled and scored in the 2nd inning. And there are runners at 1st and 3rd. There's a swing and a drive, and you can kiss that one goodbye. Look at this one sail way up there around the tracks. That's up around the train tracks for Reggie Sanders, his 6th home run. It is 7-0 St. Louis.
Every Cardinal coming to the plate knows they're going to get a fastball sooner or later, and they are sitting dead red absolutely, and that's why they're hitting the ball off of Tim Redding the way that they are.
That's the 3rd home run the Cardinals have hit, all of them to left field.
Those fastballs at 93 miles an hour, I don't care who it is, they're going to kill you.
Here's another drive right field, and this one is going to be out of here. Another home run. The 4th one of the ball game off of Tim Redding. I mean, he's basically putting it on a tee tonight. Marlon Anderson cranks that one to right field. Finally, a home run the other way. Williams has seen quite enough. It is 8-0 St. Louis. So we have a pitching change. Tim Redding cannot. I guess the great question of the day is that all we're going to say about the Barry Bonds era? Swinging a high fly deep to left. This one's sailing, headed for those boxes and gone. It's a grand slam for Jim Edmonds, his 3rd home run of the year. And the Cardinals are turning this one into a full-fledged laugher in Houston, Texas. 5 home runs by the Cardinals already tonight, and we're in the 6th inning. Astros at Busch Stadium. It seems the Cardinals love this place, and that's in there for a strike. That ends the ball game. Kings striking out the final hitter, Vizcaíno. So a walk-away win for La Russa and the Cardinals. They win it by a final score of 12-6, out hitting the Astros 16-8. Coming up next, it's Baseball Tonight. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. And tonight, from the home of the 2004 All-Star Game, this one is in the books. The final score, St. Louis 12 and Houston 6.
Line shot will make it 1-0 St. Louis. Rolen heads for second base. Hidalgo plays it off the wall. RBI double for Rolen. A 12-game hitting streak. That's his 26th run batted in. Lincoln snaps off a curve and has a 1-2-3 8th inning. Pujols, Edmonds, and Rolen are due up in the 9th. He's bounced back very nicely this season. And he strikes out Ausmus to give him 4 Ks on the card and send this game to extra innings, tied at 1. Luna hit his first major league homer on the 2nd pitch he saw. Squeeze. He gets it down, and Maselli's throw gets the out, but the Cardinals have a 2-1 lead. Luna puts down a squeeze. Strike 3 call.
That backdoor breaking ball, the same spot he's been calling all night. This Palmeiro hasn't been playing all night, so he has.
There it is. Renteria steps on second, throws to first, and the Cardinals sweep a series in Houston for the first time since 1996. They go to 9-7, while the Astros now have that same record. St. Louis Cardinals seem to be on a roll right now. They return the favor after being swept by the Astros in a 3-game series last week in St. Louis. Cardinals win this one in the 12th, 2-1. We'll be back with more from the ballpark in just a moment. First to the studio for the Southwest Sports Report.
Now he has an opportunity of pitching out of this inning.
Or at least come up with a fly ball. Something
Absolutely.
deep enough to get him in.
Or a bunt. And it's going to work. So they squeeze the run home. A double and a couple of bunts here for the Cardinals to take the lead.
And the Phillies thought it was going to be the first pitch of that at-bat.
And the 1-2 from King swung on and bounced down to first. Runner coming home. The throw for Pujols. Big collision at the plate. Matheny hangs on, and Bird is out.
Now, Bird was a football player in high school, and he was moving down that line. That's a great job by Matheny. Tell you what, Pujols got it to him.
And the first pitch swung on and hit to deep right center field. Extra bases. And he will clear the bases as Sanders is on his way to third base and in there.
Tremendous swing by Reggie Sanders. Understanding that there's no place to put him. He knows Roberto Hernandez is a fastball split finger pitcher. But he can't mess around with the split finger early in the count, because if Reggie doesn't swing at it, then he's pitching behind in the count. So he knows he must get that first pitch fastball.
Was wringing out his hand earlier here today after a swing. Uh-oh. He hits it. Way back right field. Ball game. On an 0-2 pitch, Jim Edmonds wins it for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 13th. And a very happy bunch of Cardinals as they avoid the sweep on an 0-2 pitch. Jim Edmonds lines one into the bullpen in right field for the home run that wins it.
It was just, he came back with the same pitch that Edmonds swung right through. But he didn't miss that one. And honestly, you don't ever see Edmonds hardly miss pitches up in the zone. He's a high fastball hitter, has always been that way. And we were making a comment that he just didn't look comfortable the way he swung through those high pitches, but he didn't miss that second one.
Yeah, feel a little bit for Amori Telemaco, who pitched great in relief, but ends up taking the loss on the home run by Jim Edmonds. The Cardinals took the lead in the bottom of the 8th, gave up.
That they might have to do that because the way that fans have acted out there. And Roland hits it down the left field line. He answers the boos with 2 RBIs with 2 outs, trying to stretch it into a double. He is out at second base, but 2-run score, and Scott Rolen returns to Philadelphia and puts the Cardinals on top early on. 2 more RBIs for the Cardinal third baseman.
Is the off-speed pitch.
Edmonds, opposite field, base hit. Cardinals lead it 3-0 as Jimmy, a wide turn around first, picks up an RBI. Womack scores, and all the RBIs have come with 2 outs against Brett Myers. 3-0 St. Louis.
That's a great sign. It's just, you keep on punishing, you keep on working hard, but 2 out base hits. They're devastating. Thrown at him.
Langford pulls it towards first. Tony can't handle it, and another run is going to score. Langford is around first base, trotting into second. Womack crosses home plate, and it's 4-2 St. Louis. It's been rejected.
Can't get any financing.
There's a base hit into right. Another 2-out hit, and another 2-out RBI for Jim Edmonds.
This is for that squeeze play.
Goes the opposite way. Rollins. Nice play at second, but the run will score, and the Cardinals have the lead. It's 6-5 St. Louis. Heck of a play here made by Jimmy Rollins as he was towards the bag at second base and had to go up. Ground ball. Womack. Renteria. Double play. Terrific work by Steve Klein. Gets the double play. We head to the games. The 1-2 pitch. A broken bat. This is Roland. Tough play, and he makes it. See a play like that, you go back to postseason a couple years ago with Arizona. Alex Cintron was the runner at that time, and now.
He strikes out. The ball gets away. Throw to first. They got him, and the Cardinals win it.
Unbelievable. No panic by Mike Matheny at all. And a great stretch by Pujols.
What a game. What a finish.
That is a new way to end the game.
Set with runners at first and second and 1 out. Rolling up the middle. Tough play, sneaks through. Another RBI for Roland. Taguchi scores. Cardinals lead it 1-0. Tomas Perez is playing it short today with Jimmy Rollins on the bench. Polanco was there. Those two looked like they collided, and it just snuck on through into center field. 2-2 the count. Edgar may have broken his bat. Little looper into right center. That drops for a hit. And another RBI. Edgar bloops one in there, and it's 2-0 St. Louis.
Well, Danny, sometimes little bloop hits and funny little swings get you. His last 3 at-bats have been against Wagner.
Luna into deep left field. That ball is gone. Hector Luna. A 2-out, 3-run home run here in the first. And his second in the major leagues. He now has 5 RBIs. Tony La Russa said, hey, this is a Rule 5 guy, but this isn't Miguel Mejia. This guy can play a little bit.
Sometimes he gets himself in a little trouble.
Breaking ball, strikeout number 500 for Jason Isringhausen. Michaels is thrown out of the game as he is arguing that called third strike. Dana DeMuth throws him out of the game. A 2-2 pitch here. Edmonds' defensive swing to Tomey. Play at the plate. Safe is Colin Porter. He was safe at first, safe at third, and safe at the plate. All were close plays.
Jim Tomey looked like he might have taken a little too much time trying to make a deliberate throw. It's a force out. You know, once you get through that grind, it's better off because you'll have a couple extra off days when you need them later on in the season.
2-1 pitch. Hit to short. This could do it. 18 pitches for Isringhausen, and the Cardinals take 2 of 3 in Philadelphia. Izzy the save. Suppan the victory. The Cardinals win it. Back to wrap it up on Fox Sports Net in a moment. In Philadelphia, the Cardinals return the favor for the Phillies as they take 2 of 3. The Phillies did it last week in St. Louis, and really a fun 3 games here in Philly.
Well, it is, and it's
The ball hasn't left the infield. And Renteria makes the Braves pay. 1 run scores. Here comes Pujols. He's safe, and it's 2-0 St. Louis.
that is the Edgar Renteria that we know, and he struck out. Cherish that
Memento. That keepsake. The 1-2. Taguchi hits it in the air to left. That ball is gone. So Taguchi goes deep. Number 1. And it's 3-0 Cardinals in the 4th.
Didn't let me sacrifice first time up, so
Balls, no strikes. An extra run is 90 feet away. And Edmonds rockets one to right, but Drew stumbles and can't make the play. In to score is Renteria. The defense lets down Atlanta again, and it's 4-0 in the 5th.
now you get a reaction.
Now they react for Drew.
I mean, we did have rain here. He went back. That is a sinking line drive that the ball just has a tumbling action.
Edmonds is first up here in the bottom of the 8th inning and facing Chris Reitsma. And going after pitch number 1 into deep left field at the wall. Edmonds goes deep, and it's 5-2 Cardinals in the 8th. That's home run number 8.
3-hit night for Jim Edmonds. Second RBI, giving him 25 and 8 home runs. Has such tremendous power to the opposite field.
That should end it. Cardinals have taken the first 2 against the Braves. A final of 5-2 tonight. And the Cardinals are up to 8-11 with their home record. Pitching outstanding again. The defense was right there for that pitching, and timely hitting this evening. 5 runs on 12 hits. We'll come back with a complete post-game wrap-up. We have the game tomorrow early on the air at 11:30. Midwest Sports Report now.
Take a bullpen as this one is drilled into right field. Cardinals lead it 1-0 on a home run by Ray Langford. The first pitch that he saw. 1-0 Cards. Langford's 4th home run of the season.
It's the all-time Busch Stadium home run leader with now 122 right here at his home ballpark. And when this place is torn down for the new park,
come on over to my house. We'll take care of you, Al. On 1-2, he waits on the pitch and picks up an RBI single for Hector Luna. Good job of hitting. It looked like initially, Al, he was fooled by the pitch, but stayed with it and drilled it up the middle.
well, hanging breaking balls, you can be fooled and still adjust to them, and that's swinging and missing.
Up the middle, another base hit for the Cardinals. Pierre's throw will go into third base. RBI single for Mike Matheny. Luna all the way around second and into third, and it's 3-1 Cardinals on 4 consecutive base hits here in the second inning.
Beckett.
Edmonds sticks the bat out. Little looper. That's a fair ball that drops for a hit. Roland is around second. He will stop at third. Edmonds has his second double on the night. 4-1 St. Louis. The Marlins 8-2. Luna with a base hit into right. His second RBI. 6-1 St. Louis. Way to go, Hector Luna.
Where's Wally Pipp?
Telling you.
You know, that's sometimes what happens. That second inning of work, get the first 2 guys out, throwing a lot of pitches, and it looks like it's over.
Popped up right side. Pujols. Cardinals win it. Six to 3 our final. Cardinals win it. We'll be right back with a complete post-game report. Marquis the winner, now 2-3. Beckett 3-3. Isringhausen the save, number 7. 6-3 our final.
Tying in with Pat Borders for the longest current hitless streak by any active non-pitcher.
And on the first one goes to short, and the Cardinals turn 2. So just like that, the Mets threat is erased. On the double play ball, 3 hits for the Mets so far off Supan. Trying to capitalize here on a leadoff walk. Zeal rips it. Nice pick. I tell you, Roland, he's like Patrick Waugh down there. First time that Phillips has ever batted against Eldred. Curveball, this could well be 2. And that throw by Womack a little bit better, and nice.
Zeal's hurt. Zeal gets spiked.
Wow. We'll see. Zeal will become the Mets suffering a double hit in the bottom of the 7th.
Renteria is in with the stolen base.
And it pays off for the Cardinals. The stolen base makes the difference, and they get the game's first run on a double by Roland. So the 2-out gamble, sending Renteria to steal a base, pays off as Roland hits the... They're now ready. Stands back in there. That's down to their final strike. And a fly ball to left. Taguchi is under this one. And so after winning last Wednesday night 1-0, this Wednesday night the Mets fall 1-0. And
For the first time in 2 nights, we've seen Tony La Russa crack a little bit of a smile.
Yeah, Tony La Russa is usually very stoic in that dugout, but he had a smile on his face. I think it was because Floyd hit it hard enough where it caused some concern, but the ball was caught in left field. So the Cardinals come back tonight, and they beat the Mets, shut them out 1-0 here at Shea Stadium. So the rubber game is tomorrow afternoon. It's supposed to be beautiful weather here in New York. Come on out to Shea, catch the Mets and the Cardinals.
And we'll come back to wrap it up on.
Receiving the ball, he struggled with his throwing. But Art Howe, a lot of things go into a decision in that dugout that we are not privy to.
And Pujols hits a high fly ball to left. Does this have enough carry? And it's going to. Floyd watching that one go out. Pujols hits his 10th of the year, and the Cardinals are on the board.
Well, Pujols, of course, one of the great young ball players that has hit the scene here in the major leagues. He is tied for the most home runs hit in his first 3 years in the history of baseball.
Ball here to Taguchi. Lined, and that's off of Piazza, and that's going to bring in 1 run. And they'll hold up Reggie Sanders at third, so the Cardinals tie the game here in the 4th inning, and Taguchi, the guy that's not been much of a hitter, and an off-field line drive there. Hit right back off Moreno. That's going to score a run, and Zeal tries the best he can, and they get nobody out.
Moreno's hurt. I think he hit him in the thigh muscle.
Hold by Piazza. So insurance for the Cardinals on the 2-out single by Womack, and it's 5-3.
Natural.
And Roland smacks one to deep right center. Cameron watching, home run.
This guy's having an MVP type season already. He was robbed of a home run by a great play by Kareem Garcia, and right there he hit the ball 400 feet the other way.
Well, he got robbed of a home run by Garcia. Infield in all the way here. And Matheny hits it right past third. That'll bring in 2 more. So Matheny gets his 2nd hit. He's got 3 RBIs today. It's been a total turnaround day. A day that started a thing that can make you feel better. And that's a 6th at bat. That's what he's getting. A chance to stop the offer, and he does. Base hit. Matheny will score. Cameron's throw through cut off by Vance Wilson. Runnel up in front of the plate. So Renteria drives in a run. 5 runs here in the 9th inning for the Cardinals.
And a big afternoon for Mike Matheny.
And that ball caught by Pujols. And the game over. So the Cardinals, after a gut-wrenching loss to the Mets here in the first game of the series, show a little bit of what they're made of. The Cardinals come back and win the series.
I mentioned earlier before the game, I talked to Tony La Russa. He was talking about how big this game is. As Ted mentioned, they're going to Chicago to play their arch rival. But Scott Rowland is on fire. He just missed a home run twice, and he got one. So he had 1 home run. He could have had 3. Kareem Garcia took one, brought it back into the ballpark, hit another one to left field that died, and was.
Though has really helped this Cardinal staff with the 5 wins. Womack, Renteria, and Pujols, turn 2. Roland puts one in the air. Lance Berkman going back toward the left field corner. Fair or foul? That's one of those cheapies. Crawford box home run by Roland, number 12. A pop-up. Kind of golfed that one, and the Redbirds lead it 1-0. Roland with 12 homers and now 50 runs batted in. Well, it's tough when you're a pitcher in this ballpark. You cannot miss.
Oh, big curveball. Struck him out. What a great job of pitching.
2 outs. And Vizcaíno's a pinch hitter for all. Fly ball to shallow right. Mabry coming in. Womack out. Mabry slides and gets it to send the game to extra innings. 1 run, 2 hits for the Astros. They strand 2, and it's tied at 1, moving to the 10th. He balked, and the run will score to give the Cardinals a 2-1 lead. It was called by the third base umpire, Hunter Wendelstedt. Now Jimmy Williams is coming out.
Oh, what a way. Let the run cross the plate. Well, he had that one stolen. He had a good. Rosenhausen never checked him out.
Popped up. Roland coming in. Pujols looking to Roland. Roland makes the catch. And the Cardinals win it on a 10th inning balk. For the Astros in the bottom of the 10th. No runs, a hit, and a man left. Our final score in 10 is St. Louis 2, Houston 1. Our next box game is coming up Wednesday afternoon from Chicago when the Astros meet the Chicago Cubs. We'll be back with more from the ballpark in just a moment. First, let's go to the studio for the Southwest Sports Report.
And the Cardinals really haven't done anything with the bats.
Not a base hit. Langford and Pujols score. Roland to third. 2-run single for Edmonds.
Go back to the Ray Langford at bat is the key to this whole knock against him.
It's hit over the head of the first baseman. Of course, that scores Womack easily as Langford will switch places with Womack, and it is 4-0 after 2 outs. Broken bat double and a line double to right. It was in the minor leagues for a little bit with the Pirates, no longer with the organization. Jason Boyd bounced around with a couple of teams. There's a liner to left. Another run will score. 5-0 St. Louis. Pujols brings in another run.
A high slider.
Already 5 hits for the Cardinals, and again Spin Williams to the mound.
No really bullets
for Pujols. For a power hitter, he's one of the tougher guys in baseball to strike out. Hit well to left center. Deepest part of the ballpark. And gone.
Bounced right on top of the bullpen fence.
16 homers for Albert Pujols. His 12th here at PNC Park. 7-0 St. Louis. Two and two. And that is that. The Cardinals continue their mastery of the Pirates here at PNC Park. They take the first 2 games of this series tomorrow night. Kip Wells against Chris Carpenter. Oliver Perez against Woody Williams on Thursday night. Pittsburgh Sports Tonight is next.
Sometimes that's when Tony wants to run.
Not with this guy at the plate. Nope. It's 2-0. He is unbelievable. Albert Pujols, 17 home runs on the year. 2-0 Cardinals.
Got through talking about Kip Wells doing some good work, having only allowed 1 run in that direction. It's got to be right at Randall or more toward the middle to Castillo.
And he goes the other way, lines it toward left, and dropped by Craig Wilson. That'll not only score a run, but get a man to third, and heading into second base is Mabry. toward the gap in left center. And that will go all the way to the wall. This will score a run. John Mabry on the 3-2 pitch. Doubles home the go-ahead run for the Cardinals, 4-3.
He hit it in the perfect spot. It rolled all the way just to the left of the 410 sign and
really came out of nowhere. Become an all-star. And he hits this one to left. He's done it again. They got a chance at the plate. Wilson's throw just a little too long to develop. Mabry not a fast runner. Wilson just not able to unload it quickly enough, and
he wasn't touched for a home run tonight. Steve Klein has not given up a home run this year.
Might be two. It is. This is going to do it. Cardinals win the first 3 games of this 4-game series.
And the Cardinal hex continues on the Pirates here in this ballpark.
21-6 at PNC Park. Oliver Perez will start tomorrow night.
Up the middle. That's ball's got eyes. It's into the center field. This game is tied. And Yadier Molina, for the second time, scores after a leadoff walk.
You know, Tony La Russa is not managing this team now that the game has started, but he was the guy that picked the lineup. He knew one.
Up the middle. Base hit. That will score 2. St. Louis takes a 4-2 lead. And Scott Rowland delivers again. 57 RBIs.
And the 4-2 win last night, it was Scott Rowland who had.
Up the middle. Could be 2. Renteria turns it. And St. Louis has their 3rd double play of the night. 7th inning stretch time for 47,000 plus. Cardinals 5. Ball and 2 strikes. Bouncer to 3rd. Rowland is there. St. Louis beats Houston. And 2 2/3 innings of scoreless relief by the Cardinal bullpen.
One big inning. They put it all together in the bottom of the 5th. A couple of walks, a couple of base hits. Really a combination of the whole lineup that inning, putting that rally together and creating the opportunity for the win.
Final score, Cardinals 5, Astros 3. Coming up next on ESPN, it's SportsCenter. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.
By the end of the season, he'll probably be a candidate along with Albert Pujols as well.
Little loop shot. Soriano chugging after it. That's going to be another RBI for Scott Rowland.
Boy, that's a shame, those 2 base hits.
You can hear the Cardinal fans making some noise here in Arlington. Rowland just a little chip shot in a shallow right. But it's good for RBI number 64.
Well, the key right here for get back in the flow, it makes you feel good.
And now he's got to go after Albert Pujols. And Pujols will skip one off the mound and make it 2-0. And Tom, you and I talked about it with the Cardinals. It's that 1-2 punch of Pujols and Rowland. They both have RBI singles now in this game.
Well, you get.
Of course, the Rangers have been around only since 1972. The Cardinals, with so much tradition. That ball whacked into left center by Edgar Renteria. It's going to chase home a run. Renteria stops with a single. The Cardinals now make it 3-0. And a very underrated player, Edgar Renteria, with his 27th RBI.
I think many scouts feel their players' performances against other teams.
Sanders zapping one into left field. And the Cardinals just keep on hitting. Renteria coming around to third is being waved. Michael Young up with it. And after a double clutch, will not have a play on Renteria. 4-0 Cardinals.
Well, Renteria slowed down at third base, but then was waved on by Jose Oquendo, the third base coach. And Michael got the ball, didn't anticipate a play.
The Cardinals played another. Edgar Renteria with his second RBI hit of the night. Oh, we knew this Cardinal team could hit a little bit, Tom, and as the Rangers give them extra outs to play with tonight, they are taking full. But he strokes this one into center field. He's been on base 3 times this evening. 1 run in, 2 runs in, and the Cardinals blowing it out to 8-1.
Mabry was in a situation then, 2 balls and 1 strike. He knew that Mayhay had to throw a strike right there. He had just
Sanders drives one deep to right. All the way back to the wall. It is going to go. Reggie Sanders, have yourself a night. 3 hits. The guy that has changed uniforms every year the last 7 years. Nobody wants to keep him. Well, the Cardinals have locked him up to a 2-year deal, though. You can see why.
Well, Reggie Sanders hit .320 in April. He hit .180 in May. He's having a pretty good night tonight. Yeah, when you say they don't keep him in.
Looped into center field. Lance Nix coming on. Will not get it. And the Cardinals played another. Now they got the home run from Sanders. Now they get another one of those 2-out bloops that they've been getting all night. And the lead is right back to a half dozen, 10-4. There goes John Mabry deep into right center field, back into the bullpen and beyond.
Lance Nix territory. Doug knew that one was gone the minute he hit the ball. I think Mabry did too, and yet went that far all the way over the bullpen. It's 377 to the corner there in front of the bullpen, and he can add 30 or 40 more feet to it after that. Second home run for Mabry, put a charge in that one. Now he's got 3
runs in this game. Soriano hits it very high towards left. Marlon Anderson has got it, and that'll do it. The Cardinals, in their first ever trip to Arlington, Texas, take game 1 of a 3-game series. That final score is 12-7. Don't forget, same 2 teams tomorrow night at 7:05. Coming up right now, the guys will tell you about the College World Series. The Busch Light Southwest Sports Report with Rick and Kevin standing by.
Pitchers for the Oakland A's. Zito's part of it. Hard hit, base hit, and Durazo didn't even come close. In to score is Renteria. Over to third is Roland. And it's 2-0 Cardinals in the first inning. Another hit for Edmonds, another RBI. Boy, Durazo can't move around at first at all.
Well, when you take a guy that 13 or more with his curveball.
That's a base hit. That'll put the Cardinals back out in front. The pitch was up again. Albert jumped on it. Molina scores. It's 3-2. Chance for Marlin. Bases loaded. 1 out. Cards down by 1. Anderson delivers. 2 runs are going to score, and the Cardinals have regained the lead. 5-4. Marlon Anderson off the bench. What a weapon he has become for Tony La Russa and the Rangers.
Yeah.
Let's go a little farther west and take on Oakland. There you go, Cody. Base hit into right. In to score is Luna. Good base running by Anderson. He's at third. Cardinals up 2.
Well, there are a lot of people that wondered why they stuck with Cody. If he doesn't get it down 1, he feels like he accomplishes the defense.
Tony Womack with a base hit to right, and the Cardinals lead by 3. A hanger from Dutcher, or Dukeshire rather, and Womack is on base.
Luna, the walk, and then 3 consecutive RBI. 4.
Here's another hit. Here comes Cody McKay. The throw by Jermaine Dye is late, and the Cardinals lead 8-4.
4 consecutive RBI hits.
Top of that, everybody in the world expects the Cardinals to win this game. All you have to do is get one out, and Izzy just did it. That's rolling. I'm marking it down. The Cardinals are 10 games over the 500 mark. They win at 8-4 thanks to a 5-run 7th. And a handshake between a couple of former A's, and there's another couple of former A's combining to get that final out. For Dan and Al, I'm Joe. Join us tomorrow night, game 2 of this set. 6:30 with Cardinals tonight. The Midwest Sports Report comes your way. Ahora.
Good torque, and he comes right over the top with it, or it just explodes on the hitter.
That's exploded into deep left center field. Will it go? At the wall. Edmonds has put the Cardinals on top. A run for Jason Marquis.
Batting right hand.
The moneymaker is the one closest to the pitcher. That's into left center field. Tailing. Well hit. And down. 2 runs are going to score. Renteria, Sanders, a 2-out, 2-run double by Marquis. 3-zip.
The back feels a lot better, doesn't it?
Sanders into left center field. Back at the wall. Reggie, a 3-run shot at 6-2. Arthur Rhodes is getting on the home plate umpire after that 2-2 pitch was called a ball. 9:44 p.m. Cardinals win it 6-2. They're taking the first 2 games of this set against Oakland. They're 4-1 in interleague play against a combo of Texas and Oakland. A huge home run by Reggie tonight. One by Edmonds, and great pitching and hitting from Marquis. For Dan and Al, I'm Joe. The Midwest Sports Report coming up. Join us tomorrow night. Let's go to the studio. Cardinals down 4-0. They've only been out hit 8-6. That's to the right of the second baseman, Scudero, and the Cards are on the board. Edmonds delivers. It's 4-1. Al, were you surprised to look up and see Scudero so far over in the hole with Hudson pitching? Cards are back at 500 at home. Anderson grounds to the right side. Kicked by Scudero. The game is tied. Langford goes to third, and there's still nobody out.
Scudero is the only.
Reggie lost the bat. Swung and missed, and Messier went down.
Messier doesn't look like the most agile guy to begin with, and everybody's out there.
Cardinals win. They sweep the A's with a 5-4 victory, 3 in the ninth. And Sanders played hard to get as his teammates chased him coming out of the dugout. series and what a way to welcome the Cincinnati Reds. Keep dad of the game. Another big night. Sanders delivers a 3-run ninth inning away to the crowd, and the Cardinals win it 5-4. For Dan and Al, I'm Joe. We'll be back at it tomorrow night against the Reds. 6:30.
Anybody have any WD-40? Jim Edmonds, first pitch swinging, high in the air, right field, 2-1 game. Number 15, Edmonds is 3 for 3 tonight.
Well, that wakes everybody up here at Busch Stadium as Jim Edmonds gets his 3rd hit of the night. He's
Clapping for a rally. Well hit, left field corner. It's gone. Over the wall. 3-run homer. 4-2 Cardinals. From him. Isringhausen base hit. Home is Renteria. Cedeno also 6-2, and Isringhausen delivers with the bat. Rolling 0 for 4 tonight, maybe not for long. High fly, left field, and Adam Dunn has no idea where the ball is. He can't make the play. This will clear the bases. Roland goes to 3rd, and the Cardinals lead 9-2. He lost it in the twilight at 8:44 p.m.
Well, that's going to be a triple for Scott Rowland. 3.
Well hit. Edgar's got it. Game over. Cardinals come from behind just a little earlier tonight, and they win it 9-2 on big blows by Pujols and Rowland. Rick and Al have some thoughts on another wonderful Cardinal win.
Called at the low end of the strike zone.
Barrett wants it down, and Pujols jerks it into left. 3-0 Cardinals. Number 20.
Throwing a breaking ball behind it.
Langford rips it down into the corner. It's a fair ball. Taguchi will run. He gets the 3rd. They're going to bring him to the plate. The throw home by Walker. Too late. Over to 3rd is Langford. Cardinals regain the lead. Aggressive coaching with nobody out by Jose Oquendo. And it paid off.
Even with 2 outs.
Womack pops it down the left field line. That ball is dropped. And it's a fair ball. Womack will dig around 2nd and hold. In to score is Langford. It's 5-3 Cardinals. No Bartman this time. Alou just missed it.
No, and I think that's what a lot of people are saying is there was an awful lot of assumption that Bartman was going to, or that Alou was going to catch that ball, trying to make contact and lift it over the infield.
Into center field. Tony Womack with a 2-out hit. It's 9-8. Cardinals are showing a lot here in the 6th inning. And they've got a chance for more.
They don't take the bat out of their hands.
Into center field. Pujols will tag and score as Patterson was going backward as he caught it. It's a tie game, and Sanders is at 3rd. It's 9-9.
But Hector Luna coming through again.
Here is an 0-2. Patterson strikes out. 2 out.
RBI double.
Good work by Klein to come in and strike out 2. Renteria facing Farnsworth. That gets away. The Cardinals have come all the way back and lead it 10-9. How big does the bunt and then the infield out by Womack look now? What a night. Best win of the year. There have been that have been prettier. There have been some that have been cleaner and quicker. But in a game that lasted almost 3.5 hours, it was worth every second. Cardinals win at 10-9. Back tomorrow night. Hope you join us. With Dan and Al, I'm Joe. Midwest Sports Report right now. Struck out Lee, and now a 1-1 to Patterson. In the air to center. That's well hit. Edmonds is back, and it's off the wall. He deked the runners. Sosa's coming to the plate. A play at the plate. Sosa, goodbye. 2 out. What a play by Edmonds. That's as smart a play. Big hits against Cardinal pitching in his history. This one is to Carpenter. 1, 2, 3. Double play, and those hurt even more if you're the Cubs. The old comebacker started by Carpenter.
Did a squeeze play.
Shatters his bat. Ordonez boots it. Everybody advances, and the Cardinals lead 1-0. He's on this team for his glove. And Pujols, who is knocked down and grazed by a pitch, crosses the plate with the first run of the night.
It's an RBI for Hector Luna.
He drove home a run with a sac fly. Now the 1-1 to Carpenter. Left side, base hit. They got to send Ray. Here's the throw by Alou. Langford at the plate, safe. And the Cardinals lead 3-zip. Carpenter's 2 for 2 and gets his first RBI.
Out on their feet, they love it.
Was there before the throw got home. Womack, another hit. 1 run scores. That's Luna. Holding at third is Carpenter. That throw almost got away, and it's 4-0. And these Cubs are dragging.
A lot of game left, and we've seen them have a lot of heart too and come back. Throw it.
Big pitch here on 3-2, and he got him. Chris Carpenter, and what a reaction from Carpenter. Pitches around the error. Making it a 3-game lead in the division. They just did it. A 4-0 Cardinal win and a satisfying series against the Chicago Cubs. And how good was Chris Carpenter tonight? There'll be a lot of people talking about the work.
Here is the 1-2 pitch. Albert into left field. That ball is carrying. Randy went back at the wall, and it's gone. Home run for Albert Pujols.
That's the foul screen, right?
Just kept carrying. Albert Pujols with home run number 21. RBIs 56 and 57.
Bob Melvin's going to come out and challenge the umpiring crew. You talk to Dale Scott, the crew chief, get a confirmation on that.
The 0-2 pitch. Edgar into left, drops for a hit. Cardinals lead it 3-1. And for Renteria, it's now 10-game hitting streak.
Just keep on.
Starting to mist a little bit here at the ballpark. Edmonds, base hit into right field. Womack being waved home. Throw by Ichiro to the plate, cut off. 4-1 Cardinals.
Welcome back, Jim Edmonds. His 48th RBI. I was anxious to see that contest. Womack speed with.
That is drilled into deep right field. Goodbye, home run on a 2-run shot for Edmonds. Welcome back to the lineup. 3 RBIs on the day, and it's 6-1 Cardinals.
$16 home runs for Jim. Now 50 RBIs. Apparently, very supportive are the fans.
Reggie with a base hit. 7-1 Cardinals as Roland will score. Edmonds trots into third base. RBI double for Sanders. His 41st RBI.
Hear that if things go south with us.
Taguchi, ground ball left side. That's a hit. Another run scores. RBI for So Taguchi. Edmonds scores. And it's 8-1.
See how they rule it. I agree.
Ground ball left side. They should do it. Rolling. Pujols. Cardinals win it. Well, the Cardinals have taken the first 2 of this series. Jim Edmonds back in the lineup today, providing 3 RBIs, a double and a home run, and the Cardinals roll to the victory 8-1. 8-1 the final, and Marquis.
You need to put the pressure on him early on. That means seeing if you can't get the scoring position. Not this time.
That's a bouncer. They go 4-6-3, double play. 80th double play for the Redbirds this year, erasing the Reds base runner. 3 balls, 2 strikes. See if Womack's off and running. He's going. Pitch lined into the corner. That'll get 1 in. It might get Womack in 2. Rounding third. He's coming to the plate. He'll score. Renteria delivers. Sending the runner 3 of 2. Pays off for the Redbirds. And once again, the running Redbirds of 2004 cash in for a 2-0 lead. 36 runs batted in for Renteria. In third, and here's Roland, who leads all of baseball and runs batted in, and he'll pick up another, maybe 2. Yes, 2. 4-0 St. Louis. Boy, they strike fast, don't they? Boom, 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 boom.
Willie Moe is a little slow in coming along in.
No balls, 2 strikes. Setting up away is Matheny. There you go. Well, Isringhausen made it interesting with the 2 walks, but Matheny and Isringhausen will high-five each other and wrap this one up. Scott Rowland, 2 big runs batted in. Same thing for Edgar Renteria. Rowland leads the world in runs batted in on the year. He's got 80.
Are not going, and Cedeno rips it into the corner. Roger Cedeno delivers. Rowland lumbers home. Edmonds will hold at third, and it's a 2-run Cincinnati lead. Second and third, 1 out. Cedeno with a pair of doubles. Coming into the year, but because of injuries, there he is, and he grounds a potential double play ball. 6-4-3, and the inning is over. Morris gets through the 6th. Cardinals will have the bottom part of the order coming up. They still trail it by 1. That's ripped. That is gone, and the Cardinals lead it 4-3. That's as fast as Renteria has ever gone around the bases. He is jacked up after jacking one out of here to put the Cardinals on top.
Reggie got it started this inning, but Edgar put. And in this case, you know, you've got the two big left-handed bats, so it makes it pretty easy for Tony.
Look out into right field. Launch up, carrying at the wall. Cardinals lead by 2. Way out of here for number 17 from Edmonds.
If memory serves me right, Gabe White has had some very good success against Jim Edmonds, and I'm sure that felt awful.
3-2. Hard hit. Pujols. Out. Out. Double play. What a play by Albert.
Even Albert likes that. He knows. Get the return throw. Get back over there. That was great.
Right field. Will it stay in play? Cedeno giving it a look. Cardinals win it. What a game. They win it 5-3, and Steve Klein gets the save. And this Cardinal team celebrates yet again. We came on the air talking about the All-Stars. And those All-Stars stepped up and shined again for the Cardinals in this come-from-behind 5-3 win. They add to their lead in the Central. For Dan and Al, I'm Joe. Midwest Sports Report is yours right now.
And 4 of his 5 home runs have come off of lefties.
1-0 to Edgar. Into left center field. Going to get it. Griffey. Will he? No. And Womack is off and running. Tony is brought around. Here comes a throw by Larkin to the plate. It is late. Cardinals lead 1-0. Edgar again. Well, that I'll have to listen to Summer Sanders about.
Yeah.
I don't know. A 1-0 to Edmonds. Driven into deep left field. Is that going to untie it? Yep. Another home run for Edmonds, and the Cardinals lead 2-1. Boy, the ball sounds good coming off his bat right now.
Yeah, 18 home runs for Jimmy now, and you know he's hit over 315.
Back up the middle. Base hit. Sanders delivers, and the Cardinals lead. Great base running all around as Roland goes to third. Renteria scores, and it's 3-2 St. Louis.
And Griffey hurt himself. It was just a well-placed ball right up the middle, eluding the pitcher, shortstop, and second baseman out in center field. And now they're going to send the trainer out to check on Griffey.
Colorado. Tampa Bay. Womack plunks one into right. Is that a fair ball? Yes, and the Cardinals double their lead. Womack delivers. Safe at the plate is Matheny. Womack has 23 RBIs, and the Cardinals lead 4-2. For joining us tonight on the telecast, Pena, ground ball to Womack. Let's celebrate another. The Cardinals have a 6-game lead in the NL Central, and they sweep the Cincinnati Reds and await the arrival of the Chicago Cubs. Another night, another hero, another victory. We'll be right back with a complete post-game wrap-up for Dan and Al on
seasons.
Well hit deep left field. On the move, Alou. 1-0 Cardinals. The All-Star shortstop Renteria puts the Birds on top.
We probably don't even need audio today, do we? We could just let it sense. At some point, it's going to, the plays behind you. You got to look to your coach.
Double play, you bet. 4-6-3, and Marquis is out of this jam after back-to-back singles. Midway through the.
You have to tell the catcher, get behind the plate, stay back here, because you're not going to get that pitch.
Rolling into deep left field. Get going. That ball is off the top of the wall or a home run. Which one is it?
Eddie Montague called home run.
Home run for Pujols. 3-1 St. Louis.
All right, Richie, here you go now. How tough is that on a line drive? It's very difficult to be hustling out there because your eyes are moving.
Well, the whole thing is, on a play like that, you have to get out as far as you can get. You got to do away with the DH. I think we should play baseball. The DH served its purpose.
Opposite field. Home run for Edmonds. Snuck over the wall. 4-1 St. Louis. 3 home runs off of Maddox. 2 in this inning. And a 4-1 Cardinal lead.
Well, Richie Garcia, you saw Jim Edmonds a lot with the Angels, and that is what makes him extraordinary. Is the power.
3-2 pitch. Womack into deep right field. Sosa looking up. Goodbye. Another home run for the Cardinals. 4 on the night. Tony Womack has 4 on the year. And the Cardinals lead it by 4. It's 5-1.
It's a temporary thing.
0-1 pitch. Pujols has got it, and the Cardinals pick up a double play and a victory in game number 1.
So a throwing error on Clement. That's the way it stands.
Langford plugs it into left center field. That's going to put St. Louis on top. Womack scores, and Langford knocks in his 16th run of the year. And he's now 9 out of 21 in his career against Clement.
Womack went to third base, but didn't mean to slight Joe Patini.
Edmonds hits it into the corner, might get out. Back at the wall, it's gone. 3-0 St. Louis. Edmonds hits number 20.
But defensively, he has no peers.
Might be a double play ball. Luna, Womack, wide throw, but Pujols is there to dig it out. And Klein says he came off the bag, and Martinez just bumped into the first base umpire.
He looked off the bag to me. I thought it was a great play by Pujols.
Out in the Cubs bullpen. Runner goes, and Luna hits it into deep left field. Back is Alou, it's off the wall. Edmonds coming around third. Here's the relay, not made. 4-2 St. Louis. The Cardinals started the runner, and it paid off as Edmonds scored all the way from first.
On the swing or running.
A 1-0 to Taguchi. Grounded, base hit into right field. In to score is Luna. It's 5-2. The right-hander ready in the bullpen. Glendon Rush stays in the game, and it's the original 3-run lead back for the Cardinals. Another 3-2 pitch. Cardinals win it 5-2, and they have now won 8 in a row and lead the Cubs by 8 in the NL Central. A matchup of Chris Carpenter and Kerry Wood, the finale of this set tomorrow. And again, our final score 5-2. St. Louis wins it behind Suppan Isringhausen, save number 21.
The Cubs and Reds both 8 out as the Cardinals enjoy the largest lead of any division leader across the major leagues. For more information.
Uh-oh, deep left. That's a quality swing. Well, Renteria did his job. Sanchez worried about him, and the worry now shifted to the guy at the plate. Pujols' 23rd homer of the year, 62 runs batted in, and the Cardinals have a 2-1 lead.
There are those in baseball that feel like you shouldn't give a hitter a green light on a 3-0 count because you're going to get just as good a pitch on a 3-1 count or a 3-2.
Numbers, numero uno in the National League. That's a liner. Casey knocks it down. Will they make a play? Yes, they do. Nice job by Casey. Hit the glove, bounced up, but he didn't quit on it, and Sanchez did his job. The runner will go to third, but they'll get the second out, and that saved a run. The play. So there's a runner at third, but 2 outs now. Taguchi trying to bunt his way. He will, and the run will score. A base hit for Taguchi. A run scores, and it's 3-1 St. Louis. Loop to right center. That's going to head all the way to the warning track. Taguchi can fly. He comes around second, around third. Coming to the plate, he'll score easily. So Matheny gets a double. For Mike Matheny, his 13th double of the year. And that gives him his 25th run batted into the year. And it's now 4-1 St. Louis. Sanchez had it all working through. Morris bounces one over the pitcher. It'll go into center. That'll score a run. So Morris, after grounding out and striking out, finds a hole in the middle of the Reds defense.
The outfield to get another run in.
The Reds have over the wall. Scott Roll on it. A big time shot to left. Rocket that clears the 379 sign. Add 2 more to the Cardinals, and they lead. Well, so far, John Reedling here.
They tried tonight, but this Cardinal ball club too strong with Matt Morris on the mound this evening.
Womack has it. It's a 3 ground ball 9th inning after the walk to Vanderwall. So Casey 0 for 5. Pujols homered on this night. He shakes hands with Scott Rowland, who also homered. They were the big hitting stars, along with Renteria, who had 4 hits. Add it all up. 7 runs, 11 hits for the Cardinals. The Reds got 11 hits also, but only 2 runs to show for the night. 7-2, the Redbirds win it. More to talk about coming up. Renteria, he would go to one of the 6 teams he has mentioned. That's $17 million worth. That's a line drive. It's a fair ball. Pujols round second, going to third. Oquendo's going to send him to the plate. He'll score easily as it rattles around in the corner. And Jim Edmonds' 2-base hit plates the first run for the Redbirds. Edmonds' double, his 24th of the season, and it's now 4-1. 2-1. Larkin can't get it. Womack will score easily. Renteria heading for third. Here's the throw, and he is a dead duck. Frio comes up with a perfect throw. Castro slaps the tag. 7 victories. Graves has been a part of 34 of them. 33 saves and a win. Down to third. That'll get into left. The base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes Rowland. He'll score, and it's now a 5-4 ball game. Sanders fought it off and got it through the infield for a base hit, and this all of a sudden is a 1-run game in the top of the 8th. Tying run sitting out at second. Uh-oh, hit deep to right center. That's going back. It's going to be gone. Well, we talked about it all night long. One of the differences of this Cardinals club is that whoever comes off the bench contributes. And tonight it's Marlon Anderson. A 3-run home run. And from a 5-2 deficit, the Cardinals have put 5 up in the 8th and lead it 7-5. Anderson touches Danny Graves for a homer. And it's now 7-5 St. Louis.
In Isringhausen, he's blown 4 of them this year, but he's nailed down 21.
LaRue to center. Did he get all of it? Going back, going back. It is. Did he catch it? He did it again. He did it again. Edmonds, a miraculous catch to center field. He robbed Dunn in St. Louis, reaching over the wall, and I think he amazed himself the way he caught that.
Now, there are people out in the center field stands that say that he trapped that ball, that that ball actually hit the grass and bounced back up. And I have to say that they've got a pretty good...
It seems like they got your number. No matter what you do, they keep coming back on you, or you have difficulty, and that's what the Cardinals have on the Reds right now.
Cardinals have everybody's number right now.
St. Louis will hammer this one home. Jim Edmonds, he's done it with homers. Tonight again, he did it with his glove. A brilliant catch, robbing LaRue of a homer, and the Cardinals hold on for a 7-5 win over Cincinnati. They've taken 7 of 8 from the Reds. The Reds dropped 9.5 back in the Central Division. All Jason. Loop to the right side. Casey back. And it'll get a run in.
And Acevedo has got a ticket, and he's a spectator.
I think he thought Casey was going to get it. He was slow to get to it. Acevedo looked. All he could do was turn, look at the ball, and look at home plate. Casey slowed up because he thought for sure. Cardinals move from here to Chicago to play the Cubs. Monday and Tuesday, big showdown for them. Renteria, all Dunn will do is turn around and look, because that's going to be gone. Edgar hits his 7th home run of the year, his 10th against the Reds in his career, and Acevedo gets bitten by the home run bug.
Well, the 2 base hits that Renteria has had today, a leadoff, a single for him in the first inning, and that home run, both fastballs essentially right down Broadway. This is what we've talked about with Jose Acevedo, just that part of the plate.
On a line to right, back is Vanderwall. It's off the wall. Pujols will round third. He'll score. They're going to hold Rolen at third. And Edmonds will have a 2-base hit. He didn't get all of this. And thankfully for Acevedo, it's not a 3-run homer. Came very close to being just that. That's in the air to right center field. No one's going to get there, and that'll chase 1 run home. They're going to send the runner from second. Here's the throw to the plate, and he'll score. Sanders scampers home too. So Matheny makes Acevedo pay. That's a 2-base hit, 2 more runs scored at 6-2 St. Louis. Matheny, a strikeout and a walk. Hit pretty good to center. Willie Moe back, turning, looking. He won't catch up with this. That's off the facade of the party room, and that'll be a home run for Sanders. Number 15 on the year for Reggie. His first against Cincinnati this year. His 9th career homer against the Reds. So Sanders gets the run back that the Reds got last inning. In the corner, that's going to be extra bases. 1 hop off the wall. 1 run will score. Pujols to third. They're going to send him. They have a shot. Larkin's throw won't be in time. He'll score. Rolen will go into third. All with 2 outs. And how important was Pujols beating out that infield hit? It results in 2 more runs, and it's now the Cardinals and Reds will not play in the month of September. Edmonds to left. That's heading towards the alley. It'll roll all the way to the wall. Pujols round second, going to third. He's going to try to score. It gets away from the cutoff man, and he'll score easily. I don't think Castro would have had a chance to get him anyways, but when it squirted away from him, he scored easily. And that'll be a run batted in for Edmonds, his 48th and 49th run batted in against. There's the 0-2 to LaRue. That'll do it. Cal Eldred does a nifty job in the 9th, and the Reds will lose 3 of 4 to the first place St. Louis Cardinals. Tony La Russa comes home with the W. Final in this one, 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors.
And that's the one thing that made Grudzielanek make that throw.
Edmonds gets drilled by the pitch. And that's going to load up the bases. Jim Edmonds takes one. 5, and that'll bring up Jim Edmonds. Now, Edmonds was hit by a pitch in the first inning. He hits back here. Deep drive, right field, and gone right now. Sailing it out of here. Zambrano kind of glaring at Edmonds as he rounds the bases. A 2-run homer for the Cardinals center fielder. He smashed it out. Maris and Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa were a couple of big teddy bears. Swing fly ball center field by Renteria, backing up Patterson all the way to the wall. That one is gone. Home run for Edgar Renteria. That may have been wind aided, but it's the second home run of the ball game off Zambrano. Renteria, number 8 for him. And he is now 10 for 21 in his career against Zambrano.
Well, that ball normally in this ball middle and get Tony Womack home.
Womack at third base, the 2-1. Swinging a drive, high and deep left center field. Rolen tagged it. He tagged it out of here. That's a 2-run homer for the number 1 RBI man in baseball. Given number 85 and 86. Scott Rolen strikes for a 2-run shot off Carlos Zambrano. With 2 down in the 8th, it is 5-3 St. Louis.
That's why we talked about MVP consideration when we mix.
Mercy. Here's Edmonds. He gets hit for the second time. Drilled by Zambrano for the second time in the ball game. Here comes the Cardinal bench again. They are livid with Zambrano. And I believe he has just been tossed out of the ball game by Joe Brinkman. Indeed, he has. Zambrano gives up the home run to Rolen. And then he drills Edmonds to get himself ejected. He's not going to hang around. He is tossed out of the ball game. Edmonds, who had also homered off him back in the 4th inning. But then Zambrano came back and struck him out in the 6th inning.
The Chicago Cubs some threat at the bottom of the order when you have this guy in the lineup.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So despite giving up his 12th hit of the game and a home run, Carpenter survives. Well, instead, here comes the 3-2 pitch. The second baseman, Womack to Renteria run on the first and double play, and that's on the ball game end. St. Louis turns 2 and wins it by a final score of 5-4. In a game that had a little bit of everything and a whole lot of electricity. St. Louis beats the Cubs again. They take game 1 of the series, which ends tomorrow night with a second and final game here at Wrigley Field. Our final score, the Cardinals 5 and the Cubs 4. Carpenter the winner. Zambrano, who got tossed out, is the loser. Isringhausen.
Womack's getting a gigantic lead at second. And the pitch hammered toward left field. Alou on his horse. That's over his head and off the ivy. Womack scores easily. Pujols glides into second. A hittable pitch, and he hit it. 66 RBIs.
Well, Rush went to the changeup. Barrett wanted it low and away, and Rush missed on the inner portion. And this guy's too good a hitter to miss something. That one.
High fly ball right center field by Pujols. Will the ballpark hold it? The answer, no. Pujols is 2 for 2. 25 homers, 67 driven in. And it's a 7-2 game. That's why this lead is not safe today.
Well, we promised you a couple things when the game started. One was a high-scoring game, and 2, a very lively ballpark. So the Cubs are not going to sit on this lead. They're going to continue to pound away, as are these Redbirds.
It's 11 in plenty of time, and here's Edmonds 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, and he grounds that ball under the glove of Walker. Pujols scores. Rolen stops at second. It's an 8-3 game.
Well, the bullpen up and going, and Francis can't get loosened up in a big enough hurry. Michael Barrett, probably on instructions from Dusty Baker, has gone out to the mound. He wants to kill a little time for Beltran to get loose.
3-1. A run is in on a bases loaded walk. 2 in a row from Beltran, and folks, break out the scorebooks from June 23rd, this is a very similar scenario. 8-4 game, and the tying run comes to the plate.
RBI number 30, Larry Rothschild, rushing out there.
0-1 the count. Back to the mound, off his glove. Alex is in, has no play. It's an 8-5 game.
That ball would have been 2 if Beltran is able to catch it. It would have been 2 if it went through. And the worst case scenario, Beltran, a 2-run lead to protect.
Pujols 3 for 3 with 2 runs batted in, and that one might be another home run. It is 1 pitch in a 1-run game. 4 for 4 is Pujols.
Well, if he misses the plate, he'll hit for the cycle.
Alas, he touched it.
That young man is as impressive a hitter as there is.
Pitch from Farnsworth coming now. 3 balls, 1 strike. High fly ball belted. We are tied.
You go to 3-1. That fastball was right down the middle. It was a little above belt high, and it went a long way. And the Cardinals have come back a long way. Just the 2nd home run of the year for So Taguchi. And the 2nd home run given up by Farnsworth. And now Morris can't lose it. Rush can't win it.
500 and have a 9-game divisional lead. Runner goes. Pitch cut on. Driven right field. Pretty deep. Sammy back. Sammy leaps. It is in the basket, I think. Yes, it is. Pujols, a 5-hit, 3-homer game. Unbelievable.
Pujols has been close to a 1-man gang today, and the Cardinals, although they have been
3-2. Fly ball hammered center field pretty deep. Patterson as far as he can go, and that one's going to go. A 5-home run day for St. Louis.
St. Louis now has hit 122. The Cubs have had
high pops, shallow center. Edmonds broke back, coming in, still coming. He's got it, and the Cardinals sweep the Cubs. 11-8 is the final score. Dusty Baker's troops give him credit for at least this. They put together a rally with 2 outs in the 9th, but now double digits back in the Central Division to these red-hot St. Louis Cardinals.
Isringhausen found the control when he needed it.
Between starts.
Here's an 0-1. Renteria hits it fair down the left field line. Marlin will run. He may score. He heads for third base. Oquendo watching it, send him home, and the Cardinals lead 1-0 in the first. Renteria with an RBI double.
Renteria got the only RBI.
Here comes an 0-2 to Pujols. The opposite way and a base hit. Renteria will come home. They will test the right fielder, make it easily, and it's 2-0 Cardinals as Pujols knocks home number 71. Talk about it, and then you know who's coming in over the weekend. Here's a fly ball. Ray, are you going to catch this? I'm going to catch. Ray, catch it, baby.
Let me see it. Runner.
3-0 Cardinals on Edmonds' home run here in the 4th.
Let me see the kid. A little kid. Right here in the red. Right there. That you do this more often. See what happens?
They wanted it up. Sheets delivered it up, and now a long run. Still coming. That's a fair ball. In to score is Cedeno. Back to first with a well-placed single is Mabry, and it's 4-0. Jenkins
had the play right in front of him. And I'm surprised.
That is a .417 average.
That might be a step, a throw. Got them both. Double play. Rolling. 5-3. Runner at second, 2 out. Dustin Hermanson against Supon tomorrow night. Should end it. Rolling. That's what the Cardinals are doing. Rolling, rolling, rolling. They win again. They sweep the series. They take 2 from the Milwaukee Brewers, and they are now 27 games over the 500 mark. A final of 4-0, a shutout victory on the air tomorrow night at 6:30 with Cardinals Tonight. Cards and Giants, Midwest Sports Report.
By the way, on our last homestand, here's a swing by Rowland. Pretty good. Center. Back is Willie Moe at the wall. Won't get this one. That's gone for Rowland. Home run number 21. He doubled his first time up. Sends this one to right center for a round tripper for his 21st of the year. It's now a 3-2 ball game. More than anything, if you've got a tender hamstring or a bad knee. Edmonds, that's way out of here. A 2-run shot by Jim Edmonds, and he does it again to the Reds. Edmonds gets his 5th hit in 12 at-bats against Wilson, his 2nd homer. And for Edmonds, the 2-run shot is his 25th homer of the year. And the lead now belongs to the Cardinals 4-3.
To get himself out, you make quality pitches, and you're right, you move it around to do that.
Guess what? Tie ball game again. Sir Albert, with 5 on his back, ties this game at 5. There's your simple reason why the Cardinals are oh so tough.
They just keep coming at you and keep coming at you. And Albert Pujols on track for an MVP season.
For Pujols, 29th homer of the year, 73 runs batted in, and that sends Dave Miley out of the dugout to the mound. Popped up. Pena trying to find it in the fog, calling for it. He's got it, and he drops it. They got to force it second, but nobody will be there. Oh, baby. Bases are loaded on the error by Willie Moe Pena. Bloop to right. That'll get a run in. Here comes Pena, and they'll hold the runner at third. So the Cardinals will take the lead on the bloop hit by Womack. And again, that's another hit that comes with the infield in. If Jimenez is at normal position, that's a ball he may have a runners in scoring position, and Renteria's eyes get bigger. Yep, base hit right field. 1 run scores. They'll send Womack. They got to throw at the plate, but Pena's throw is going to go against the cement behind home plate. We talked about the wetness of the ball on any ball hit into the outfield, and that one just flew out of Willie Moe's hand. I don't know that he would have had the runner at the plate anyways, but there was no chance for a play there. So down, down, down. That's where Matheny wants it. Right down the middle. Jason LaRue's 11-game hitting streak is over. The Reds' losing streak continues. After an 0-5 road trip, they lose the first game of a homestand. The Cardinals come up with 4 in the 11th, win it 9-6 in game 1 of this 3-game set. So, Chris, another story, similar refrain. Reds get an early lead, can't hold it.
Yeah, they stopped scoring runs. Their bullpen gave it up.
Right now. 0-2. Grounder to third, should be 2. Womack waits, throws, out. 5-4-3. Does Scott Rowland give second baseman great throws or what? You know, we don't talk about this a whole lot.
Play before. Probably ought to rename that Scott Rowland, Indiana.
Runner going, they got him anyway. And a 4-6-3 double play. Tony Womack looked over. Edgar was already at the bag, and the Cardinals turn a wonderful twin killing.
Well, there's a lot of trust going on this play right here.
Anderson pops it up behind short. Is it deep enough to send the runner? He's quick. Cedeno, here he comes. Grissom wasn't expecting it, and the Cardinals lead. Why would he even think the Cardinals weren't sending the run? Molina rips one up the middle. Roland scores. Here comes Edmonds. And the Cardinals lead 4-0. A huge base hit from the number 8 man in the batting order. And the Cardinals now have scored 3 times here in the 5th inning. Local Ford dealers on both sides of the river. Cardinals will lead the Cubs by 10. Mabry, center field. See you later. And for John Mabry, 6th of the year. And the Cardinals go on top 6-0. He's on base for the 4th straight time, and this time he'll touch all of them. He's 1 for 3 today. Slaps it to third. Rolling to second. Will the game end on another double play? Yes, it will, as Mabry makes the tag. Matt Morris goes the distance. 4 double plays.
And how about that hug between Matt Morris and Molina and the rest of the team? Don't think he is not one happy Cardinal pitcher. Matt Morris with a spectacular afternoon, shutting out a pretty potent San Francisco Giant offense.
I mean, look at that compared to where Jim Edmonds plays. It's not even close. Roland with a shot in the left center field. That ball is going to get to the gap and rolls towards the wall. Renteria being waved home. Scott Roland with RBI number 90. And it's 1-0 Cardinals. Big 2-out hit. And again, the Cardinals put pressure on a team that is down. Count of 1 ball, 1 strike on Cedeno. Little chopper over the head of Casey, and that is a fair ball. The luck continues for the Cardinals. Another run scores. Edmonds will stop at third base, and Cedeno has a chopper for a double. Sean Casey was holding the runner at first base, so that chopper got over his head. Tough luck for Acevedo. 2-0 Cardinals.
Towering fly ball off to him. It's usually well over the fence.
Into center. Pena on the move. Back at the track. It's gone. 3 consecutive games for Jim Edmonds and a home run. He's got so much talent. So much talent. And now it's 3-1 Cardinals.
12th home run in July. 27th. He's amongst the league leaders now in home runs. Been there, moving up the ladder.
Well, he's on fire. 3 home runs in this series. Squeezes on with the bases loaded. Suppan gets it down. Wild throw by Casey. Out of play. 2-run score. They had him at the plate, too, with a force play. And he threw it wild.
Well, it's all about execution. You don't have to have an exceptional bunt. You've got to get it down, and it's tough to make the defense execute. It was a 5-year major league contract, and that retarded his growth.
Tony Womack drills this one into right field. Vanderwall looking up. It's gone. 3-run home run for Womack. 8-1 Cardinals. His 5th home run. He now has 29 RBIs.
It's also his 3rd hit of the game. And Tony Womack, 3 hits, is a magic spot for him because
8-7. 0-1 pitch to Roland. High fly ball into left. Dunn going back. Looking up, and it is gone. A home run for Scotty Rowland. Number 22. It's another RBI tonight, and it's 91 on the year.
22 home runs, 91 RBIs. Adds to his 327 average coming into the night.
3 home runs.
Or see, when they come inside, they don't go far enough in.
Reggie with a base hit and an RBI. 10-7 Cardinals. Sanders is thinking 2. And he's got himself an RBI double. Reggie Sanders with 2 doubles tonight. And a heads-up play there. Not the case. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball. Right side. That'll do it. The Cardinals have themselves an 11-game lead in front of Chicago with the 11-10 win. For the Cardinals, a nail-biter, but now they're 65-36, and they sweep the Reds. Cards and Giants are next telecast.
That's a base hit. So Womack comes in to score. The Cardinals are on the board. And now the big fellas are coming up.
When a guy can do this, like Renteria just did, to go the opposite way. I mean, he didn't get greedy there. He had an advantage.
Look out. Struck well. Tucker, a long run. Tucker makes the catch. And hustling back is Renteria. Only in this park is that an out.
To get 0-1 and 1-0 is huge.
And that's going to be trouble. Rowland represents the tying run is digging. And he's going to come around to score. Edmonds is going for 3, and this game is tied. So a new ball game with 3 in the 6th for the Cardinals. Base hit. Cedeno slaps it right by Alfonso, and now it's a 4-run 6th inning, and the Cardinals take the lead. And Brower, the only out he's picked up in this inning was a long running catch that Michael Tucker made on Albert.
Back with your take back, get on top of your pitches.
That's a fair ball.
Never hang a breaking ball.
Here comes Cedeno. He's going to score. Here comes Mabry. He's going to score. And this has turned into a huge inning. Matheny's double clears the bases. Pujols goes. A bullet past Alfonso. Coming in to score is Womack. Pujols will move on down to 3rd. And again, the Cardinals with runners at 1st and 3rd and a run in. Give Rowland his 93rd RBI of the year. On the ground, Womack to Renteria, and there's the double play.
Well, that's the beauty of Julian Tavares. He's got big velocity and big sink, and he gets ground balls. And when you have guys that can field and play.
Tucker lifts one into right center field. This should do it as Edmonds is there. And that's the ball game. Game 1 in this series goes to the Cardinals as it's a come from behind win for St. Louis and Chris Carpenter, who gave up 3 runs in the first, only to watch Jerome Williams leave the game due to an injury, and then the bullpen give up 6 runs in the 6th inning, and that ends up being the difference.
In the National League, 94 runs batted in. Deep center. Grissom. And that ball is gone. A long home run. A tape measure shot. It ended up on the rooftop of the concession stand out there. And on that pitch, the first pitch that Rowland sees tonight, the Cardinals have a 2-0 lead.
As I said earlier, it's almost impossible to go through this lineup 3 or 4 times.
Jim Edmonds. Another curve. That's up the middle, base hit. And then another mistake with that curve. This time Edmonds was on it.
Well, you're throwing 3 straight curveballs, and 2 of them are hangers. It's going to be hard to get him to swing through it or pop it up. He saw the same speed 3 straight times.
2-1. That one is hit hard and into left field, a base hit. That will get Edmonds home. Stopping at second is Cedeno, and Matheny picks up a big run. The Cardinals have scored twice in the inning and lead 4-1.
Well, it's very difficult to pitch from behind, and especially against a good hitting.
3 games this year, both by Schmidt. That's up the middle, and that's a base hit for Albert Pujols. Womack will speed home, and the Cardinals lead now 5-1. So Albert Pujols with his 3rd consecutive hit, and that's his 75th RBI. That the Yankees had hit that year. That was one of those numbers that became an icon. That ball is driven deep. That ball is off the wall. That's going to get Pujols home, and Jim Edmonds has a double. Jim Edmonds with another RBI, his 76th RBI of the year, and his August has started out much the same as his month of July, when he was the hottest hitter in the league. 6 to look at Scott Rosen. Wait a minute, he's having better than both of them. Perez hits it sharply to Womack, and the ball game is over. The Giants get shut down tonight in this rubber match, and they are still 2 back of the Padres in the wild card, now 5.5 back of the Dodgers in the West, and the last 20 Giants in succession retired by the Cardinals. Woody Williams wins his 100th career victory, beating Jason Schmidt
for the double.
Edmonds leads it off and hits one into deep right field with that carry at the wall. Edmonds has number 30, and the Cardinals have tied it at 1. Well, that lead didn't last long as Edmonds sprints around the bases, and even 30 on the year.
When he hits one, they sure are pretty. Riverfest.
River smash?
River splash.
River splash. That ball is ripped into right field. Cedeno is back at the wall. 1 out. Snyder gave it a ride, and this park barely held it.
Oh, I hope all those Mets fans saw that one. Saw that double by Cedeno.
Here's a 2-1. Ayala deals, and Rolen hits it to center field. Back at the wall. Cardinals lead it 2-1 as Rolen gets number 26.
So that's his first Busch Stadium home run since May 27th. He had hit 13 about that to pitchers.
A 3-2 slider. Line drive is caught. That's a double play, folks. 2 out. The runner was going, and there was nothing the Expos and Jamie Carroll could do about that.
Just hoping, just by inches, that ball was off the ground. It was hit so sharply, they probably would have got the double play anyway.
Today's play of the pitch. Got him, and the game is over. Cardinals win it 2-1. 2 home runs and tremendous pitching. Edmonds tied it. Rolen put the Cardinals on top.
Wayne Hagan was your MC last year. I'll do it this year. There's a ground ball. How about 2? Rolen. Luna. First base double play. Exactly what Matt Morris needed. 5-4-3 double play. And now there's a runner at third base. 2 outs, and the batter will be Phillips. Good turn by...
Trying to say, you know...
Little blooper, that drops for a hit. Renteria being waved home. RBI for Albert Pujols, number 79. Redbirds on the board, and it's 2-1 Mets. Good piece of hitting from Albert on a very tough pitch, low and away.
Well, but you get those hits when you go up with a oh, and now we can say that's a nice problem to have.
On 2-2, he delivers with 2 outs up the middle. Albert makes it 3-2. St. Louis. How good is this guy? 3 hits tonight against Tom Glavine.
Well,
1-0 pitch. Womack into left. He delivers off the bench, and it's 4-2 St. Louis. Roland scores. Swinging away. Goes to the opposite field, and it's 4-2 Cardinals here in the 8th.
Yeah, you've got the lead, so you can.
This game hitting streak come to an end on Wednesday. Roger, ground ball. Piazza won't get it. Race to the bag. Safe at first. Cedeno delivers. 5-2 Cardinals. And the bases are still loaded and only 1 out. Speed. Here's so Taguchi. Taguchi, a base hit into right. Womack in. Matheny stops at third base. Taguchi with RBI number 17. 6-2 Redbirds. Bases still loaded. And Bush is going wild. Larry Walker on his way to St. Louis. And the cutter. He got him. 32 games above 500. Larry Walker coming to St. Louis. Win number 70. 6-4 our final. Midwest Sports Report is coming up for Al.
What will it be? Mabry would like to give you a chance to vote on something he does. He might have. We'll have a play at the plate. Roland coming. The throw by Hidalgo is no good. The Cardinals take the lead 1-0 in the 4th. Mabry's going to go to third as the throw gets away. Molina. Broken bat, fly ball, left center, might drop. Cardinals win. And Larry Walker jumps right into the middle of that hopping pile. He is today a Cardinal. And Yadier Molina, the rookie, gets his first game-winning hit.
There goes Giles. Swing and a miss, and a throw down to second. Strike him out, throw him out. Second, deep center field. Albert drills this one into left center. Has a chance to leave the ballpark. It is gone. Home run for Pujols. 21 now on the road as he limps around the bases. 2-0 Cardinals. Albert with number 33 and RBI number 82. That's the most noticeable limp we've seen Pujols have all season long. Boy, he crushed it.
I would tell you, he hit a home run, and you can.
Come on, Larry. 3-2 pitch. Walker to the opposite field. Well hit. That ball is gone. Home run for Larry Walker. 4-0 St. Louis. He missed it down the right field line. He doesn't miss that one. His second as a Cardinal. 4-0 St. Louis.
There you see in the plate coverage, and you see that all of a sudden now he's starting to heat it up. On base percentage that we're worried about out of the second spot is still at 500. Fastball away.
Chipper to second. This should do it. Cardinals win it. Number 75 on the year. They're 75-39. Woody gets it. He's now 9-6. Walker a 2-run blast in this game. Cardinals are rolling. 4-1 our final. For Al, I'm Dan, and our Bud Sports crew. Midwest Sports Report is coming up.
Hit to that side. All right. And that's what he does.
That's accurate.
Going home with it is Giles, not in time. Giles took a huge gamble, and Renteria, who runs well, just beat the throw, and it is 1-1, and they got nobody out in that one.
Well, again,
fielders are back. The corner infielders are pulled in. Walker chops one to short and right through, and in between. Hopna got through. Herron scores, and so does Womack. And it's a 4-run inning for the Cardinals. And getting ground balls tonight for John Thompson has not worked out well.
Well, one of the things you're taught as an infielder.
And that's the guy who should be making him hit it to all the time. Andrew Jones.
Well, they did again.
Andrew's going to have to hurry back in this one. Still going. Gone! A home run! Scott Rowland hits one over the wall, and now it's a 6-run inning for the Cardinals. The 27th homer, and number 99 and number 100 for RBIs for Scott Rowland.
Well, he got him out with the high fastball before. This fastball is not up like the
Grant timeout. 1-0 the count. Center field again. Andrew Jones going way back, and that ball is another home run. Scott Rowland with his second homer. It gives him 4 RBIs. 102 batted in for the year. 8-1 St. Louis.
Well, that pitch doesn't work. This pitch, a player he is and what he does.
Walker runs. Left center field on the run. Andrew Jones looks up. That ball is gone. Albert Pujols. And I'm not sure that Martin understands how he could hit that one out of the yard. A 2-run homer. 10-4 Cardinals.
Well, he threw him a 2-0 curveball that he took, ran a fastball away, then he came back with the curveball again, and because again he's not trying to pull the ball, he stays right on it and hits it in the almost dead center field, a little bit off to the left field side. But again, I just don't think that pitchers can go through this lineup for well. He gets the most out of his players, and Tony La Russa as well.
Scott Rowland, and that ends the ball game. The Cardinals take the rubber match of the series and win 2 out of 3. And will they meet again come October? Well, we'll find out. Stay tuned. Next week we'll be in Chicago for the Red Sox and the White Sox, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. We hope you'll join us then. Cardinals 10, Braves 4. For Joe Morgan.
American restaurants like Domino's and Wendy's, and now Mabry drills this one into right field. Get going. Home run for John Mabry. Number 7 on the year. An 0-2 mistake. Mabry makes him pay. 3-2 Montreal. He's 2 for 2.
John was in there with those
3 hits, including a 2-run home run back in the 4th. Mabry into right. Gets down. 1-run in. Rowland being waved home. Throw to the plate. Safe at the plate. What a slide by Scott Rowland. Cardinals have their first lead of the night. What a slide.
Maybe John Mabry is going to get the Hungo Award. 4 RBIs. All 4 of them belong to John now, and he's going to throw right now.
On 1-2.
Hung it.
Pujols into center. Gives it a ride. Yes! Albert wins it here in the 9th. 5-4 St. Louis on number 31. deep into center.
Fly ball hitter.
2-1 to Jim. And that fly ball is well hit. Craig Wilson just going to give it a look. And that ball is well out of here. And another 3 spot for the Cardinals in the first inning against Ryan Vogelsong. Jim Edmonds with number 34.
Yeah.
Base hit to right field. Tony Womack with a good at bat, just kind of serving it in front of Craig Wilson.
Yeah, it's just Ryan's trying to dodge bullets all night so far.
Pike, has he got it measured? Has he got room? He does not. Jim Edmonds straight away center field. Second of the night, 35th of the season. I thought when that ball left the bat, the ballpark was going to hold it.
Hell, I was watching Redmond though, and he kept looking.
Base hit left field. This will score another run for the Cardinals as Jim Edmonds will come around comfortably. Taguchi comes up with a big base hit. That is a hurt and run right there. Yep. Pirates closed it within. Matheny bought a call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Izzy is ready. Got him. Ball game. And the Cardinals hold on. A shaky bottom of the 9th inning, but the Pirates do not score. It's an 8-5 final, and the Cardinals come away with the first game of this series. They have an 8-5 win. Bounce to Roland. Second for 1, back to first. Easy double play around the horn. The Cardinals shut it down here in the bottom of the 2nd that quickly after the free pass. We played 2, no score.
He'll throw 2-0 breaking pitches to certain hitters, and he's got a feel for it.
That's trouble. That's to the notch. They're going to chase it down. Makoviak's going to take it right at the 4-10 sign. The Cardinals are going to score the first run of the ball game, and Albert's going for 3. The throw is not nearly in time, and Albert Pujols finds the biggest part of this ballpark.
Well, as soon as it was hit, I'm thinking
82 times, so he can be had. What an at bat for Scott Rowland. And Jack Wilson with a great attempt as Albert Pujols couldn't go anywhere. I think Scott Rowland broke his bat and just hit enough of a flare to get it over the head of Jack Wilson, but Pujols had to hold on.
That's why you hate to bring that infield in.
Pop to left, short left. Jason Bay with a long run, turning on the steam and cannot come up with it. And the Cardinals are going to score. Or are they? Yes, they are. As Jason Bay had a long run on that ball, just tried to die inside the chalk down the short left field line, and the Cardinals add on.
Well, we've been bragged.
The Pirates, their chance. They've got a couple more. Hit well to center field, and Makoviak just giving it a look. Albert drops the hammer here in the top of the 8th inning, straight away center field, and that quickly the Cardinals add on. He is that strong.
Does that ball just leap off his bat or what?
I thought the ballpark might contain that hit, but it does not. Albert, the best in baseball. Pop to left center, playable. Mabry over. And that'll do it on a Sunday afternoon as the St. Louis Cardinals complete the weekend sweep of the Pittsburgh Pirates with a combined 4-hit shutout. Marquis, King, and Tavares get together to give the Cardinals.
Interesting what's happening in the American League East. If you haven't paid attention, pay attention to that. 1-0 Cardinals on a home run by Edmonds, number 37. Edmonds before the game was taking extra batting practice under the watchful eye of Mark McGuire. who typically watches from California on television and gives Edmonds tips. Back here tomorrow. He was doing at 3 o'clock this afternoon. That's fair. Run, Edgar. Renteria will dig for third. Klesko has trouble with it, and Renteria is going to come all the way around and score. 2-0. Cardinals break through. We go back to the Edmonds pitch that he jacked out into right.
Well, remember, just keep on trying to expand the zone.
Now they go inside. Matheny trying to dump one into right center field. Nice diving catch by Guzman. And this great Cardinal crowd appreciates that effort. That was pretty to watch.
It sure was. He made up a lot of ground. He had a great pitch. That's where they're going to try.
That's down into the corner, ripped. Walker will dig for third. Klesko has to go get it, and Larry Walker's coming all the way around to score. And nearly a wild throw at home. It's 3-1.
Larry Walker knew exactly how much time he had, didn't he?
He was timing it, looking over his shoulder. 2. Rolen sticks the bat out and goes into the right field corner. Merry-go-round keeps on spinning. Rolen will dig for second. He's going to go to third with nobody out and make it. It's 4-1. A single, a double, a triple in that order in this fifth.
You know what Jim Edmonds is going to do? You know, complete the cycle. More batters.
The 2-2. Edmonds with a base hit through the drawn-in infield, and it's 5-1 in the fifth. RBI number 97 for Edmonds. Still nobody out, and that might be it for Lawrence.
Said yes, dear.
There goes number 38. RBI number 98, and the Cardinals lead 6-3.
About a perfect night. 2 home runs, a walk, a base hit, and an RBI. Jim Edmonds is heating it up. Boy, you just hope these guys don't take all the votes away from each other in the MVP battle.
Renteria goes into deep left field. Did they go back-to-back? At the wall, back-to-back. Welcome to St. Louis, San Diego. It's 7-3. You can get a 2 for the price of 1 curtain call here in the 7th.
Well, these fans, and even in teams.
On 1-1, Albert lifts it into left field. Back at the wall. There goes number 41. And the Cardinals lead 9-3 in the 8th. Going to be a 2.5-hour game by the end of it, even less. One bounce to Rolen. Cardinals win another. 72-59 are the Padres. 87-44 are the Cardinals. They just keep on rolling. 9-3 is the final. Outstanding pitching from Williams, who has 10 wins. Tavares and King with a perfect night. We're coming right back. What will they see tonight from this Cardinal team? 0-2. That's driven into left field. Is it going to carry? You bet. They gave him another chance, and Albert says thank you, number 43. And the Cardinals lead 1-0. Into right center field. Is it going to get up and out? You can't give a good team more than 3 outs. It's 3-0. Situation. Runner at third with less than 2 outs. That's a little flare into right. He's done it here, and it's 4-1 Cardinals. Pujols takes an extra base. Wow. He was trapped between first and second, acted like he was going back to first. Giles threw there, and Albert just kept on going.
Nothing surprises you, does it?
Time loses at Boston, so the Red Sox have won 9 in a row, and they lead in the wild card. Goodbye. Mid-sentence will stop and admire that from Larry Walker. A bomb into right to make it 5-2. That's his second of this series against San Diego. We have a winner. Kevin Casey is the merchandise winner. And now a qualifier for the Hyundai Santa Fe drawing in September.
Rubbing it in.
Now rolling into right center field. That ball won't be caught. 6-2, and the merry-go-round keeps on spinning. Rolen has an RBI double. Relentless.
How about hitting for the cycle here in the 7th inning naturally or backwards?
Rolen with 4 years. The 2-2 pitch to Edmonds is ripped into the corner. That ball's going to get down fair. It's a double, another run, and it's 7-2. He gets on. This could get interesting. That's rolling. That was a line drive, and that's the game. Cardinals win it 7-2. And the night ends, I guess, fittingly for Ramon Hernandez. Where's he going?
Justin.
The 2-2 is well hit into left field. Has a chance, and it's off the wall. Sanders delivers with 2 outs. RBI number 60 for Reggie. And that's a couple of balls that very well could have been caught in left field. Instead,
Dodgers have pitchers that can contain them.
Reggie jumps on the first pitch into deep left field. See you later. 2-0 Cardinals on a tape measure shot from Reggie. He's been hot on FSN Midwest. 1 out. This is Mike Matheny. Drills it into deep left field. How about this one off the bat of Mike Matheny? Way to go, Mike. 3-0 St. Louis. No doubt about that one.
Fourth home run for Mike, his 39th RBI.
The big question, does he get the curtain call?
I think he might. I know these. And he's going to finish it on a fastball.
2-2 pitch. Got him. Win number 90 for the Cardinals. 90 already. What a job by Matt Morris. Now 15-8. The Cardinals win it. More post-game coverage coming up on the Midwest Sports Report.
Does is play great defense, though.
There it goes. See you later. Over the bullpen. And that's 300.
Those new additions, and I really like Mota. You talk about a guy who's got good stuff.
This could be 2. Rolling to Womack around the horn, and the Dodgers are gone thanks to another Cardinal double play.
2 of them tonight. The walk, a run, and a strikeout. Breaking ball, flied short right center. That's trouble, and it drops. Coming in to score is Womack, and the Cardinals bloop and walk their way to 3-0 lead. Reggie Sanders. This ball is hit high in the air, right center. It'll stay in the park, and it's dropped by Steve Finley. That never happens. That's a Gold Glove outfielder. And the Cardinals lead.
Part of the deal.
Fastball up and away for the strikeout. Number 8 for Marquis. And a ground ball. That's Grabowski, who ended up batting in that spot. And the game is over. 2 hours and 38 minutes. The Cardinals are quick. The Cardinals are good. They're dominating, and they win their 91st game of the year, 8 in a row. And there they go. Carpenter in spot duty to get a base hit here and tie this game. He goes up hacking. There it goes. See you later. 2-1 Cardinals. Sox 2.5 back of the Yankees. They're tied at Baltimore right now. Edmonds tomahawks one. Right field. Over the wall. Ground rule double. That'll probably cost the Cardinals a run, as Walker might have scored, but the Redbirds do take a 3-1 lead, and it's RBI 104 for Edmonds. Every Cardinal hit has been for extra bases today.
Well, Walker would have scored on it.
Up the middle for a base hit. Langford, Edmonds, 5-2, and Hector delivers. What a good at-bat by Hector.
So it's an interesting choice by Tony La Russa. He's swinging the bat well.
Up the middle, Cardinals win. Seven pinch hit RBIs for Reggie Sanders this year.
First base, they are mobbing Reggie Sanders, who did it with one pitch. Don't hurt that boy now. Let's go. I thought Reggie would come up all smiles, and the crowd is all smiles and appreciative of the extra inning RBI from.
Yep. And receive there. It looks good. But in this situation, if you're catching like that, it's easy to throw a ball by you.
There's a base hit right side. Game is tied as Roland scores, and it's 1-1. Edgar's having a heck of a series. 4 hits already in the first 2 games and 3 RBIs. And that one is RBI number 65, and it's 1-1.
Just another real good piece of hitting.
RBI race at 106. Sticks the bat out, a little blooper down the right field line. That could be trouble. That ball is fair, and it drops. Womack will score. Albert on his way to second. And it's an RBI for Albert Pujols.
What's going on here? Okay.
There may be obstruction again because Pujols stopped running, and it looked like
last time he gave that signal, it was a cut fastball.
And he does. Rips it fair. down the right field line. One run in. Mabry being waved home. John Mabry to the plate, and he will score. Cedeno off the bench delivers. What a huge hit that is. A one-out double to plate 2, and it's 4-2 St. Louis.
When you're 0 for 24, any hit is big, but when it's a 2-run double to break open a 2-2 tie, it's huge.
Offense that they put together. There's a double play ball. Womack, Renteria, double play.
Hit hard, but right at Tony Womack, and he does a nice job of feeling it. And a low target from Mike.
Down that left field line. Taguchi on the move. Can he get there? He makes the play. Great play by So Taguchi, and the Cardinals win it. It's save number 40 for Izzy. And the Cardinals are now 93-45. Chicago loses. The Cardinals win. The magic number is down to single digits. It's at 9. For Al, I'm Dan, and our Bud Sports crew. The
3-2 pitch. Is that another into left center field? You bet. Well timed, Al. It's 2-1. Number 42 on the year. And how many in his Cardinal career?
181.
And that cuts the lead in half. That swing, when he makes contact like that, just looks absolutely effortless. And he hit that. A 2-2. That's into right center field. Is it well placed? You bet. That's going to tie the game. Reggie Sanders will score. Matheny delivers. It's 2-2. Up the middle, Womack haven't turned one all night until now. Out, Matheny has a hit and an RBI tonight. Sanders takes second. Here comes Renteria. The Cardinals add to their lead, and Reggie is all the way at third base. It's 4-2.
Boy, that's a big wild pitch there. And remember, Osmus is a multi.
Is Lamb ready for that? Renteria is ready for that. That does it. 3 hard hit balls in the ninth. They all count the same, and Isringhausen gets number 42 to lead the league. A 4-2 Cardinal victory, and the magic number is now officially 4. Rubber game tomorrow night, right here on FSN Midwest. Jason Marquis will be on the mound. Midwest Sports.
And Tony Womack for the Cardinals. Mike drills this one into deep left field. Kroger back, and that ball is gone. Over the Diamondbacks bullpen, and it's 1-0 St. Louis. Home run number 5 for Mike Matheny.
That's only number 5, but the 4th home run he hit against Los Angeles was the winner for young man for the Hunt. Stop that runner from going from first to second.
That's one. Can they turn 2? Double play. They turn an all-important double play off the bat of Gill. Good turn out there at second base by Tony Snyder. The catcher has changed his glove. Not so much a catcher's mitt, more a first baseman's glove, and that is hit into deep right field, and it is gone. A home run for John Mabry. That's number 11. Back to a 2-run lead, and it's 3-1 St. Louis.
Another multi-hit game for John. Get that average over 300 and keep it there. Last night he hit a home run, becoming the 7th Cardinal to have at least 10 home runs in this one in their bottom half of the ninth.
Edmonds rocks this one into right center field, and it drops in there for a hit. Here comes Pujols. He's being waved home. He is safe at the plate, and the Cardinals win it. Edmonds with RBI number 110. Winner. He's 4-2. Service takes the loss, 1-1. Edmonds with RBI number 110. Diamondbacks and Cardinals tomorrow on Fox at noon. The Midwest Sports Report is coming up.
Subjects are going to come up, and this is what separates us from other telecasts. We don't know if it's good or bad. That's belted deep into left field. Jenkins on the run. He can't get there. A lot of Cardinals fans here cheer that one on. We have a tie ball game. So Taguchi with a big hit there.
Yeah, Adams let the pitch up in the zone, and so Taguchi is a deadly pull hitter. He's pulled everything tonight. Base hit the left in the second inning and lined out the left, and now a double. I think that those squeeze bunts. I think that there was a lot to that. That was a big message sent. We're winning this game, boys.
Oh boy, a double play. Strike him out, throw him out. There was that changeup to set down Jenkins.
Closers that do very well in a more than a one inning situation.
And off the catcher's mitt it goes. We are tied.
Wow.
What a nightmare.
Boy, oh boy, you got to wonder what happened there. Did he get crossed up? It looked like a fastball went right off his glove. And without the benefit of the hit.
The 2-2. Down off the end of the bat into center field with a unique route. So Taguchi runs it down. He nearly misplayed that ball offensively in the history of the game. On the ground into center field, and the St. Louis Cardinals lead it 5-4.
There's that guy again. He was 0 for 2. You don't hold that guy hitless very often. Still nobody out. Well, Dan Cole got his ground ball again, but unfortunately.
Give Edgar Renteria the MVP. Grounded. Durrington has to leave his feet, and he can't make the play. That's at speed. If Cedeno could put it on the ground like that every time, he'd be a 300 hitter. There's another run.
That's what they've been looking for him to do.
Base hit left field. There's another run for the Redbirds.
Well, a slider from Dan Cole, and he really gave that one away. Slowed his arm action down and served it up there. An 0-2 slider from Dan Coleman. That's going to be it for the Brewer closer. Boy, a disaster for the Brewers and Dan since.
To the right side, look at the MVP candidate to the bag, and the Cardinals can celebrate. They knew they were the champs before this game was played, but they won it on the field. They got a lot of help from the Brewers. Some wild pitches, a passed ball, very key in that 8th inning, but then they took charge and rallied. A 7-4 victory. St. Louis Cardinals, congratulations to the best team in baseball, the 2004 National League Central Division champions. Pick an MVP for them, it's tough. Pick a player of the game, maybe a little bit easier. So Taguchi, amongst all those stars, Taguchi had a very good game, Bill, and he helped his
lineup is as good as it gets. Slider, line drive, and it's a base hit. Tony Womack will score to make it 1-0 St. Louis.
Typical of their ball club. I mean, even though Walker didn't hit the ball hard enough to turn a double play, it did allow.
And this is going to drop in front, and it's going to be 2-0. Piedra fires it back in. Pujols crosses, and Edgar Renteria just kind of pokes it out into left field. Almost a similar swing. Line drive, base hit toward the gap in right center field. Hawk running over there. Edmonds gets a green light from Jose Oquendo. Here's a throw to the plate, and it is up the first base line, and Renteria just kept running. He goes to third. double and a run batted in for Edgar Renteria, his 68th of the year, and it's 3-0 St. Louis. And this one could be a problem. It will be. Renteria is 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs.
8 for 12 in his career against Jennings.
4-0 St. Louis. He's got 2 out in the 7th inning. This has been a very good start for Jennings. Set it too early. You said it. You jinxed him. Said he had the homer in 66 at bats.
I was only reading what I was given.
That is all on you, and I'm telling him after the game.
Yeah, okay.
45th home run of the year for Albert Pujols. 5-2 St. Louis. And when he hits them, they stay hit for a while.
Second or
strike 3. That one was without question in there, and the Cardinals hang on. Despite a mini rally from the Rockies in the 9th, they produced their 101st win of the year. 5-4, the final score. And Larry Walker's return to Colorado. Larry was 0 for 4, but his new club keeps on rolling. 5-4 the final. We'll come back to Coors Field in a few moments.
The trait of the National League.
2-2, 2 down. Deep center. Way back there. Finley to the wall. It's gone. A home run. And the Cardinals strike first. Albert Pujols to center field. 1-0 St. Louis.
John, and that's why I say the Cardinals can handle good pitching. You can't pitch a hitter any better.
That curveball, this could be 2. Renteria steps in the bag 1 over to first. A low throw dug out by Pujols. Double play.
And he gets the job done not with his sinker but with a curveball. And he gets the ground from the flight of.
That ball is hammered. Larry Walker has hit one way out of here. 2-0 Cardinals.
And I think that's what you call making an adjustment as a hitter. He struck him out with off-speed pitches the last time up. He swung at a couple of bad pitches. But Odalis Perez throws a strike with this one.
1 ball, no strikes. Renteria walked his first time. 2 men on, 2 men out. That is fair. Off the railing. Pujols in to score. Roland is going to be waved home. Here comes the throw by Worth. Teeth. A double for Renteria. 4-0 Cardinals. Pujols hit the next pitch for a single. Roland walked. Now Renteria has doubled home a couple. That ball is hammered deep into right center field and into the bullpen. A 2-run homer for Jim Edmonds. 6-0 Cardinals. An explosion here in the 3rd inning. Coming back here into the Cardinals' 4th inning. Matheny just hitting one over the reach of the left fielder, Jason Worth. And in the 4th inning, the Cardinals have hit their 4th home run and now lead 7-0.
I was talking to Tony Russo before the game. One of the things he said to me is that, Joe, these guys are excited, meaning his players. They're excited to go out here and play today. And that makes a big difference. A little breaking ball. Matheny went out.
Great job for them. And then when it was all over, he retired. Went out on top. That ball is hammered high and deep into right center field. And that one is gone. Another home run for Larry Walker. the 5th home run of the day for the St. Louis Cardinals, and Walker has 2 of them.
Down there is nothing like
Torres. Julian Tavares, a right-hander, up in the Cardinal bullpen. Pujols handles it. And the Cardinals go up 1 game to none. Woody Williams got the game 1 start with a lot of concern in St. Louis about the abilities of the Cardinals starting pitching. Williams was fine. The bullpen was outstanding. And the offense was pretty much like they were all season long. 5 home runs.
And that gets away from Green. In to score is the tying run, Renteria. That'll be an error. Green very lackadaisical taking that throw from Weaver.
Yeah, Joey had to cross over. Left-handed throwing first baseman crossing over into the runner. I think it's good
to take the lead. Into right field. Bradley is back on the run. Can't get it. Over his head. 2-1 St. Louis, and Womack will end up at third. The little guy just hit it a long way. Runner at third, 2 down. That's a fair ball. 3-1 St. Louis, and Walker will dig for second and make it. Nickname, the 2-0 pitch. Into center field, a base hit. Here comes Walker. No play at the plate. 4-3 St. Louis. Igor delivers with 2 out.
Yes, master.
Matheny 0 for 1. Into center field. That is a looping base hit. It'll score 2. 6-3. Fox. Here's a 2-2 to Matheny. A hanging breaking ball into left field. Matheny with 4 RBIs tonight. 2 more runs, and it's 8-3 St. Louis. Health and his effectiveness, the reason why he's in there right now. Finley didn't get it all. Walker coming to get it. The Cardinals are up 2 games to none. It took 5 home runs to make it 8-3 in game 1. This a much different sort of game, but an 8-3 final in game 2 nonetheless.
Stay at 8. In the air, well hit deep left field, and Reggie Sanders has tied it at 1. His first home run, first run.
Contact hitter.
There they go. On the ground. And into left field, a base hit. Walker will score, and Renteria has given St. Louis a 2-1 lead.
It's funny, had the runners not been...
In the air, down the left field line, hit a ton. Back to the wall is Worth. It is gone. Pujols a 3-run home run. Knocked down by Pujols, and he'll beat corner the bag. Good play by Albert down at first base.
Over the inning, he was receiving handshakes.
And into center field, scoring is Walker, and Pujols has driven in 4 runs here tonight, and it's a 4-run Cardinals lead.
The thing you
from Colorado, another weapon. Swing and a miss, and the St. Louis Cardinals are headed for the National League Championship Series. That will start on Wednesday night. The opponent to be determined. They win this National League Division Series 3 games to 1, and for the 7th time will play in the NLCS.
a guy who was quiet throughout the division series, Albert Pujols, with a 3-run home run and an RBI single, 4 RBIs, and winning it for the Cardinals. What a job by Jeff Suppan. 7 innings of 2-hit balls. Retiring
this Astro team right now that he could still hit.
2-0 to Pujols. Hammered into deep right center field. We are tied. Broken back into left field, a base hit will drive in Williams, and Walker pulls up with a run-scoring double to make it a 1-run game. And hopefully everybody's all right. The head of that bat went flying near the stands. The 1-1 pitch. Line into right field, base hit. They're going to wave around Walker, and Rolen delivers.
Well, can't throw the ball from me to you.
Well, you take a look at that stat. There's a bouncing ball, and an infield hit for Womack makes it a 2-run Cardinal lead.
Womack certainly was anticipating in this situation and got a great jump.
One hopper in the hole. Vizcaino will throw, and it gets away from Bagwell, and Womack will score. That's the ball to Vizcaino. And do. 1-run score. Here comes Pujols. They're waving around Rolen. Throw to the plate. Safe. 3-run double by Edman. Who has 2 hits, including a home run tonight. First pitch swinging. And this ought to do it. Game 1 belongs to St. Louis. As has been the case so frequently this year, just simply too much Cardinals thunder in that lineup. 10 runs, 12 base hits. Williams the winner, Qualls the loser, Isringhausen the save.
It's a bad combination when you look at the Cardinals offense.
The old RBI ranch.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Start the runners here, 3-2.
I would have to. Just given the fact that Jeff Kent's got the bad wheel, hits into a lot of double plays.
They start him, at least Bagwell started. Beltran didn't. And Womack will tag Bagwell from behind. Bagwell started and saw Beltran was not in the third. In the air, right field, and gone. Will need better than that to win this series. In the air, left center field. Backing up Biggio. Go. Man, is this guy something. He is something.
And this crowd's going to call him back out.
This one hammered. Left center field. They go back to back. For Morgan Ensberg. In the air, right center field. Walker waving off Edmonds, and the Cardinals lead 2-0 in this National League Championship Series. St. Louis 2 wins away from their first trip to the World Series since 1987. They certainly had everything aligned as far as their pitching was concerned to begin this series after eliminating the Dodgers 3-1 in the division series. Houston will go home.
It's such a great bad ball hitter. We've only seen really one called strike, the first pitch he threw to him. The rest of them have been out of the strike zone.
Hammered into left center field, and Pujols plays long ball. Three-two again. There goes Vizcaíno. Strike three, throw to second. And Ausmus will be tagged out. Strike him out, throw him out, double play to the right field his first time up. And a base hit into center field. Pujols scored. Rolen scored. The first 2 RBIs in the series for Renteria. One-two. Back to the mound. Could be 2. There's one. That's a double play. Following our game to Destin in front. And we're tied. The hit batsman and intentional. Edmonds hit 42 home runs during the regular season. And we are going to Game 7 in the National League Championship Series. We had not had a walk-off home run in NLCS play since 1986. And now we get them back-to-back. Kent in Game 5, Edmonds in Game 6. Let's go downstairs.
It's off this inning with a double. Here comes a squeeze, and it's going to work to perfection. To the pool, into left field, and we are tied. Pujols into second base. A 2-2 game. To lead for the first time tonight, which he does. Is it gone? Yes. Runner at third, 1-1 to Walker. Broken bat, base hit right field, 5-2 St. Louis. On the ground to second. And for the first time since 1987, the St. Louis Cardinals are going to the World Series. What an amazing year for the St. Louis Cardinals. Picked by most to finish a distant third to the Cubs and the Astros in the National League Central. They won 105 games during the regular season. They wiped out the Dodgers in the division series and a 7-game thriller over Houston in the LCS.
Series, and after that game, after 163 games,
that ball is down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. It is gone. A home run for Walker. And it's a 4-2 Boston lead in the third. Walker has hit 2 knuckleballs tonight. One for a double and one for a home run. And it's a 2-run game here in the third inning. Wakefield during the regular season allowed 20. Bases loaded, nobody out. Matheny pops it into shallow right, and Nixon is there. Edmonds is coming to the plate. The throw's cut off. Millar bobbled it and throws it into the dugout. 2 runs are going to come home on the play, and Tony Womack is going to end up at third base. It's a 7-4 game. Womack is at third. The throw. Here comes a 2-2. Renteria lines it into left center field. It's a one-run game. That ball goes all the way to the wall, and Renteria is standing at second. It is 7-6 here in the sixth. Cardinals are a hit away from tying this game. That is a fair ball. That's going to tie the ball game as Trot Nixon goes to get it down the right field line. It's 7-7, and Walker is 4 for 4. Three straight two-out hits in the car. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Renteria grounds a base hit into left field. Marquis will come to the plate after initially stopping. The throw home, safe, and it's a one-run game.
How in the world did Veritek ever hold on to the ball? Terry Francona out to argue. It looked like he had the plate blocked. Marquis had stopped it.
Larry Walker into shallow left field. Ramirez coming on. Can't to play. Cedeno will go to third and come around and score. Over to third is Renteria. And it's second and third, only one out, as Manny Ramirez has made back-to-back mistakes in left. Another error on back-to-back plays in left field.